We're here. This is it, guys. This is it's a big one. It's a big one. This is the preview, the UCL final preview, guys. This is your number one stop for all things UCL. All things UCL. This could be the definitive, the 100% definitive game that could define Pep's legacy. On one hand, we could get the web stream, the true web stream, which crowns Pep as the single, perhaps greatest manager that we've seen in the game.
The GOAT.
Or we could have the lep stream, where we know what happens in the lep stream. So that's the main topic. We're gonna just dive into the permutations, chances, and so forth. But before the UCL final, and guys, I'm already emotionally preparing myself for Saturday night. But before we do that, we're gonna talk about. I want to talk a little bit about the whole Messi Inter Miami thing, just to get much more of a perspective, specifically in response to Barca's statement, because I think there's a statement that I don't think we actually looked over the thing before. And I think maybe more people to give their perspective as to the impact it could make on America. I already put up my 4K video going into detail on that, but let's just expand upon that. Also, as well, the Saudi Pro League team of the season has been released. It's been released, and we shall discuss that. We shall discuss the Saudi Pro League team of the season, because I'm going to write to those guys, and I'm going to say that you are effing insane. So we'll get there. So guys, like the vid, subscribe if you're new. And remember, this will be available on Spotify and on all of those other beautiful things. Spotify, Google, Apple, and all that beautiful stuff. And feel free to send in your dubs. Your dubs and your super chats help to keep this channel growing. Also, members, there are new emojis as well. I think there's a World War II emoji of myself there's a Messi emoji and there's a Cristiano emoji there. I think there's a Sui emoji. So there are new emojis for you members to use. So check out those emojis if you are a member. Drop those in. Just don't overuse those. That's World War II emoji, please. Thank you. So we're going to get to the UCL final, of course. That's the main thing. But before we go there, before we go to the UCL final, man, I want to just talk more on this whole Messi Inter Miami thing, man. And because I just got done watching a lot of people's reviews, thoughts on the whole thing, and so forth. So I just wanted to get really some other point of view. So when it comes to you, so look, Steve, what impact does he change things in America? Because I think people are actually split with regards to what he does. Because again, at the time of writing, I think they've said that all of the away games have been sold out. So all the away games have been sold out. And I think it was Ricardo who sent me a DM. There are now new Inter Miami fans that are now asking questions about Inter Miami. Is there an AC Miami? What do I buy tickets? Who do we hate? And so forth. So Steve, talk to me like, is this really going to be the one that changes everything footballing wise in America?
Well, we talked about this, I think a few months ago, actually, at one of the Monday night, one of the Monday night member streams, in terms of America has a way to go on the grassroots level of things that also has to improve, along with just like the whole sort of route of, we need to develop players, get the sport more popular in the United States and whatnot. For me, it's going to have the eyeball effect. That's the first one. That's the easiest one. The economic, obviously, it's going to help out other MLS teams. I mean, every single away game and home game for Inter Miami is now sold out. I mean, you look at some of the prices. They go from $40 for these games to $700, $800, $500, $600 on resale. So, I mean, clearly the eyeballs is the good thing. But for me, what MLS have to do is they have to take this momentum and actually turn it into something long-term and concrete. Right?
I mean, because that's the thing, though, because my thing is, because people have said it's not going to move the needle, but I think, as I said, we've not seen a player like this move there since Pele. And I think that social media did not exist back when Pele was there, and Messi is still huge, not only one of the best present players, but hugely popular as well. So my thing, though, is with him bringing in all that buzz, well, that buzz then sort of permeates into regular grassroots level to force America to change their infrastructure.
Well, what it's going to do is it could have an effect in terms of this, right? I wasn't a fan of football in terms of the soccer, the S word, whatever, until 2014. And then I grew to watch the sport around the globe. So then I learned about promotion relegation. I learned about the way the Europeans do things, South America, Africa, et cetera, et cetera. So once more people get exposed to the sport and they investigate the sport outside of the United States, even to Mexico. Mexico has relegation in Liga MX. So for me, that's going to be, that could be one of the effects of it. In terms of it's gonna get exposure to just the sport in general, because that's what makes football so incredible, right? It's the world's game. There's leagues everywhere, everywhere, and everybody's always watching something. You know?
So okay, so what's got into football was the 2014 World Cup.
Yeah. Well, for me, I was just flicking around on TV. I was just, it was the summer, and it was Brazil, Croatia, the opening game. And I was just like, yeah, sure. I'll check it out. Whatnot. And I was like, yo, I like this. And then, just from there, investigated more and more into the sport, found teams to support from around Europe, went to a Montreal Impact game, saw Drogba as my, for the first time. So,
So where are you based now? Are you based in America?
Yeah, New Hampshire. So I'm a 4-hour drive from Montreal.
Okay. So basically, so you'll be able to see Messi then in the flesh when he comes next season. So
here's the bumming part, though. So Inter Miami, I live in the New England area, so they're playing Inter Miami this Sat. So tomorrow they're going to be playing at New England Revolution at Gillette, where the Patriots also play.
Yeah.
But Messi isn't going to be there because he's not joining. He's not. So I'll miss my opportunity then. But if he stays for a year or two, I'll definitely.
He'll be there for at least a year, though. So
season ticket for the Revs, easy.
Yeah. Okay. So Elijah, what are you saying there? Because I don't really hear from you. I mean, again, from someone who lives in America, what kind of impact are you thinking that this may have with Messi coming through?
Check my AVI.
Club Shay Shay. Why do you have the Club Shay Shay thing in there, man?
Because it gets real. On the bottom it says it gets real. Very real.
So okay, so I think this is the real big move for America to move the needle. Then
I think so. Same thing. I mean, Steve hit the nail on the head. It's what if looking at from the standpoint of the league, this is what the league needed. Bex came to put the league into quote unquote mainstream, right?
Yeah.
Messi is here. Basically, MLS is going to use Messi as a tool to make sure that MLS just is
Another level.
Yeah, so that people could be able to actually take MLS seriously. I understand, no pro rel and everything, closed circuit, Americans aren't good at football. Yeah, this, that, and the third. Contacts. I get that, but the MLS, when you really watch it, it's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad. Can be.
I mean,
bad.
I've seen some clips that I've seen a few clips, but they only share the bad clips. To be fair, they only share the bad clips.
There's always going to be room for improvement, and Messi, hopefully, he could be what the MLS needs to make that improvement. The money is there. For me, honestly, it's unlucky, especially in Denver. Like we won't get to. They already played Inter, but I'll go to Charlotte to see Inter play Charlotte. So it's going to be fun. I'm actually very excited about this. I just hope that Don Garber doesn't, who's the commissioner, he doesn't drop the ball on this.
Oh, wow. Okay, look, man. So, guys, you see, I was trying to avoid this, but guys, let's just get into this thing, man. All right. Actually, no. Before we do this, because I was told to share. Now, guys, I didn't want to share this. I was told to share this. I didn't want to share this. So, guys, blame Ricardo for this, though.
Is this how the...
So, I was told to share this. So, Kenny, because you were speaking while I was speaking, I'm going to come to you first. So, for people who are listening, Cristiano Ronaldo has been left out of the Saudi Pro League Team of the Season.
Why do you blame me?
So, because Ricardo was pushing for this, though, you threatened me. So, the strikers, so you're saying that Igalo, a dude called Batna, and a dude called Albrican were better than Cristiano Ronaldo this past season. Kenny, is this the biggest insult we've seen this year by them not having Ronaldo in the team of the season, a guy who is happy to promote this league?
First of all, shout out to Igalo, man.
Thank you. Shout out to your boy Igalo. Thank you, boy Igalo.
Making his money out there. But honestly, I don't know. I didn't watch the league, so I couldn't tell you. Is Ronaldo even like a top scorer over there? I don't know.
But Kenny, how does he not make team of the season? He's the goal. How does Ronaldo make team of the season?
The guy was there for like 6 months. He was there for half a season, so I don't know. Like, as he and his team, as I've seen, they were first, and then I'm not going to say it's his fault, but obviously stuff happened. They didn't win the league.
Stuff happened. What's happened? What do you mean by stuff happened? What do you mean by stuff happened?
Obviously, they didn't win the league at the end of the day. I don't know if it's because of Ronaldo or I don't know. Anyway,
but Kenny, it makes no sense for one of the greatest players of all time not to be in team of the season in the Saudi Pro League. Something is missing there.
Yo, I don't know. Have you seen what did you say his name was? Have you seen like Albrican play? I don't know.
Kenny, so you're telling me that a dude called Albrican outperformed Ronaldo. So, listen, Kenny, is that what you're trying to sell to me? That's Albrican outperformed Ronaldo?
I don't know. Pull up his... I don't know. I didn't see him, so I don't know. He might be the next big thing coming out of Saudi.
Okay.
So,
Ricardo, how did this crap happen to our goats, bro?
Damn, I'm smelling a bit of xenophobia, if I'm being honest. I can't understand. Let's keep it a stack. His influence is beyond the field. He comes to this bum league, which nobody cared about 6 months ago. And when my goat stepped on, the deserts of Saudi Arabia, was it like 500-600 bisexual goat Naldo fans? All of a sudden started caring.
All right.
Hey, wait, hold on.
In June, wow.
Then we started caring. And I
Wait,
think he
H.
deserves a spot. I think he deserves a spot. I'll be honest.
Of course, he deserves a spot. It makes no sense. He's the ambassador of the league. So how the hell does he not get a spot?
In my opinion, he should leave this league and he should retire effective immediate.
And go where?
Go to MLS.
Calvin Klein.
Wait, AJ,
Just-
AJ, can you pull up the thing?
just
Can you pull up
retire.
the teams again?
Yeah, I'll pull out this in. Why? Okay, what do
Why
we
is
say?
why is the bootleg Kaka there and not Ronaldo?
He used to play for
Phone and left
Kaku. So funny
Wait,
story.
no. Guys, there's a guy called Kaku. There's a guy called Romarinho. So guys, we have a buy one gets 10 free Romario and a buy one gets 20 free Kaka in this team.
He is Brazilian, though. He is Brazilian.
Wait, also, hold on. Is that the real Gustavo? So that's the real Gustavo. Is this from
Luis
Bayern?
Gustavo.
Luis
Gustavo, yeah.
Wolfsburg.
They
and
used to play for Bayern Munich and
Okay, no, guys. Jokes about. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not accepting Albricana and Batman were better than Cristiano this season. I'm not. I'm not
the guy was there for half a season.
So what?
Bro, even if he's there for
Ronaldo.
half a season, how does
my God.
Albricana and what's it called Batman outperform me? That makes no sense.
Ah, you guys, man.
Kaku. So funny story about Kaku. Kaku actually used to play for New York Red Bulls. I actually know about Kaku, and he actually kicked so he did an Eric Cantona moment. There was a ball near the what's it called, like the sideline or whatever, and he got like pissed off. I think it was like a foul or something, and he kicked it. He tried to kick the
Yeah,
board.
but Steve, his name is Kaku. You can't name your name
No, so
Kaku when a guy
if- so
called
if-
Kaka
if-
exists.
If Messi doesn't get into like the MLS,
Oh yeah,
team of
Kenny.
the
Then
season.
we'll have a discussion
Tell
because
Oh my
Kenny,
gosh.
here's the Kenny.
he's
Messi best get into that MLS team of the season. It's one thing not to get into the Saudi Pro League.
He has to earn it.
He
though.
best gets into. Hold on, wait. Which league is ranked higher, MLS or Saudi Pro League?
MLS.
MLS.
Hold on, how?
AJ, can I
Saudi
14
Pro League
native-
is garbage.
MLS,
It's a
MLS
14
is somewhat
native
reserved.
Lawrence of Arabian League.
No, guys, come on. How is the MLS? Who do they have in the MLS? At least I know who Gustavo is.
Carlos-
Igalo is a freaking baller.
Carlos Vela. They've got.
the quality is better.
All right, yeah, they do. You don't even know that. Hokage, what are you saying?
There's this thing going on Twitter now because Ronaldo fans are always trying to reignite the Messi Ronaldo debate.
Oh,
Now they're saying my goat wasn't in the MLS at 35.
Bro, it's
AJ,
everywhere.
I know I shit on the MLS. I know 2 days ago I shit on the MLS and I said women's defending and everything, nukes. But I can guarantee you the quality of the MLS is better than the quality of Saudi
Pro League.
HH, how many people from the Saudi Pro League go to Europe?
Exactly.
You
You got
There's
Tyler
no-
Adams, Przemysław Krakowski at Lawns. You've got two others.
So basically, all I'm saying that I think Ronaldo needs to push to join the New England Revolution, basically.
Yes.
Or
Wait,
retire.
HH. Apparently,
Yeah, if you were saying.
the fans of Ronaldo are saying that because Messi has Apple shares from the MLS, they might boycott Apple. Fans of Ronaldo are gonna boycott Apple.
Wait, hold on. Let me hit this.
The Samsung.
You know what's even
Here's the
crazy?
thing. So for those guys who say you boycott, that means I want you to break your iPhones, break your iPads, and break your MacBook. You see, okay, these are things that you're not thinking about it.
And AirPods as well, HH.
AirPods, it's like you're not boycotting any of those things because you need those things. All of those guys who are boycotting those things, you're going to move to some bummer's Huawei Android phone. No, you're not. You need your iPhone, you need the iPad, and you're going to rob a bank for that bloody Video Pro thing coming
Vision
out next
Pro,
year as well.
Vision
So
Even speaking of league rankings, bro, the USL, which is the second division of American
Oh,
soccer,
stop it.
is
stop it.
ranked
Just
higher
stop.
than the Saudi Pro League.
no, it's
There you
not.
go.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Let's stop it.
No,
Let's stop it.
I actually
Benfica
lied to you,
signed a kid
No,
from
I have it. I have the rankings. Right.
Louisville.
HH, it's true.
USL.
It's true.
The one
Wait, hold on. Wait. So where is the Saudi Pro League ranked?
Let me share.
Like,
it.
Low.
17.
Low, HH.
Yeah, they're expanding now. They're expanding.
Guys,
Go ahead.
we're trying to make a case for Ronaldo here. You're trying to make a case against.
Oh,
So-
my
HH, to
God.
be
because
fair,
no. What I'm not going to accept is Ronaldo didn't make team of the season
Yeah.
of a league that's ranked
This-
lower than
yeah,
Trump.
These guys 38, man. Just leave my man alone. You guys.
No, because no, I assume that at least it's ranked higher than the MLS because we crap on the MLS. I just assumed that it was ranked higher than the MLS. That's what I assumed.
To be fair, people only clown the MLS is because it's in the United States and they call it soccer. MLS, I'll be honest, it's not good, but bro, it's not terrible. Like it's entry level if you're trying to be bored on a Saturday night and scratch your nuts. That's literally
Bundesliga is ranked second.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, where is the Saudi Pro League then?
You have to keep scrolling.
Yeah, keep scrolling.
It's a bit like Chelsea.
Oh, 16.
16.
16.
20. Oh.
Where's this?
Wait, where's the Saudi? Oh, 25th. Where's that? No, that's Super League. Wait, where's the Saudi League?
It's not there. But
Okay, you see, okay, this is no, Elijah, pull up.
You gotta keep going.
Elijah, no.
Wait.
The Saudi Pro League is not ranked lower than League 2.
It is.
Yep.
Scunthorpe are not a higher quality team than Al Shabaab. I'm
You're
not
right.
so we're not doing that.
Scunthorpe are in the National League.
Sorry, no, we're not doing that. Doncaster Rovers are not ranked higher than Al
no.
Shabaab. No, guys, no. See, this I don't accept. This I don't accept. So, like, okay, look, guys, when you find the real list, tell me, no, guys, let's not get in this right now. So, guys, now look. Here's the thing, guys.
Megan attacks.
Are we all ready for the web stream?
What?
No,
It's gonna be close, AJ. Stop.
it's not.
No, because see, Hoka can see that's the worrying thing because my fear is this could be a bloodbath. That's my fear. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but my fear that if City, because Inter are one of those teams where like, okay, how are we rating Inter Milan as a team?
Good team.
They're
Good team,
good.
man.
They're good.
They're good.
But do we rate them? As in, okay, these guys can actually really do something. Put it this way: is there a chance that they get destroyed and blown away in this final?
No.
No. You got to look at
It's the final. You really see that in finals.
Yeah, but HH, here's another thing. For me, being a history merchant, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, Coutinho, but for Inter Milan's, all three of their titles have come in a way to stop teams from their trebles. Everybody they played in a UCL final, they stopped their trebles. Bayern was a double winner, lost to Inter. Benfica, double winner, lost to Inter. Real Madrid, double winner, lost to Inter. So I wouldn't be surprised if something silly happens and Inter Milan walks away.
You see, for me, like, Elijah, I'll be real with you, that whole history stuff means nothing to me. Do you know why it means nothing to me? Yeah, no, because for me, every year is a new year. What does this Inter team in 2023 have to do with that 2010 team or that team from against Benfica? Like, nothing. So my thing, though, is let's keep it a stack. Inter are playing the best team right now on the planet. Yeah. Man City are the best team in the world right now. So nobody that Inter have faced are even anywhere near or close as good as these guys. Because we saw what they did to Bayern. We know what City would have done to Barcelona. And let's be real, City would have pulverized Benfica and FC Porto. So look, here's the thing, guys. There is a way that Inter win this game.
Yeah.
There is a way. But so many things have to go well for them. So many things have to go wrong for Man City. It's dicey. If City don't mess up, play their game, I don't know how they don't win this. Well, that's the thing. And also remember as well, there is a hunger. Remember, specifically Kevin De Bruyne. For De Bruyne, it's like, all right, I'm going to now... basically, he has like a shoulder radar installed in his brain. I'm going to make sure that I don't run into anyone's shoulder. Because we all know what happened when he ran into your boy's shoulder in the Yusuf against Chelsea. So, okay, what are you saying here? Like, are we web stream or lep stream?
I think obviously the odds are in the web stream.
Yes.
Or the WAP stream, whatever you want to call it. Web, of course. But HH, I don't know. I think if Inter play defensive and they keep it tight, like, there's a chance. That's their only chance. You can't come out. They're not. If they try and come out and play against these guys, you idiots, dude. I mean, don't do it. There was probably maybe one team in the Champions League this season that kind of did it, and that was Bayern. But then Upachimichanga ruined it all. So, so I don't know, dude. I don't know how the only because when has City played a team like Inter's attackers are pretty physical. I mean,
Yeah.
Lukaku, Lautaro is a pretty physical player. Eden Dzeko, these guys.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Man City play a team with such a physical front line, such a physical attack. So I'm interested to see how Diaz, Stones in the midfield, Rodri, how those guys all operate between midfield and defense. So for me, there's a lot of things to be interested for, the little battles. The thing is, though, I think if Man City really utilized the wings, dude, you could do damage to Dumfries and whoever the hell.
DiMarco. DiMarco is.
No, Hokage, I forgot about French fries, bro.
Dumbass.
I forgot about French fries. I totally forgot about the dumbass French fries, man.
He's starting tomorrow.
So
Like, seriously,
would you play Darmian then?
basically, if you're Pep, put your most dangerous attacking player on dumbass French fries. Whether forget about whether they played or not, whether that is Silva thing or whoever, put your best attacking player on dumbass French fries, and that is a horrible matchup.
Who's on the left against
Grealish versus
Grealish.
Grealish.
Oh,
You see, that's my thing. They're just that Silva is just a lot of City's really good dribbling attacking players who can really cause you damage all go on the right, which is obviously Mahrez and your boy Silva. You know, but my thing though is like Grealish is gonna have a field day. He's gonna have a field like every time it's a 1v1 situation. He's gonna have a field day with him.
I mean, Dumfries could step up, but I think
I think he has the physical attribute to keep up with it.
when I visualize Inter scoring, for some reason the only way I see these guys scoring is a low chance is if City messes up and they counter, or if it's just, they just crossing and inshallah and Lukaku.
No, because my thing is that the only way it happens is if someone does something crazy individually or City make a mistake.
Yeah.
You know, like it's either like basically like what Vinny did. I don't think Inter are going to sort of like systematically as a team break down Man City. No, so either City make like a defensive mistake or you have like a solo goal like Vinny. That something happens. Inter are not going to be like, okay, a few passes and because look, people forget City are pretty good defensively. Yeah. And guys, my thing though is that guys, Pep, he ain't going to mess up again.
And
he ain't going to mess up again. Like, because you know what's so crazy though, guys? Let's keep it a stack. I think the world wants a lep stream. Yeah. The world wants a lep stream. Like, let's be real. Everybody is like, no. What we need is a lep stream because that is what is going to be the funniest thing in terms of reacting. But at the same time, though, Fergie is on fraud watch, bro. Because if Pep does this and so forth, we're gonna have to have that discussion. Yeah. Abdallah, talk to me. Are you nervous for tomorrow? Or are you confident, man?
I'm nervous regardless. I was nervous in 2021. I'm nervous for this final as well, to be quite honest. But all our players are fit. We're on. Okay, the players have been on the beach because there was nothing to play for. There was nothing to play for the last 2 games, in excluding the FA Cup game. So you can't really put into context. You can't judge those performances and say, well, they can be caught off guard. We rested quite half the squad, so for me, it's ours to lose. It's our final to lose, because let's be honest, any other team you would be saying against Inter Milan, half the team is a bunch of geriatrics. You've got Eden Dzeko.
Do you mean geriatrics? I don't know what a geriatric is. Geriatric.
I don't know how to pronounce the word. Yeah, sorry, okay. But that's what I mean. Half the team is that word. Let's be quite honest. And you're relying on Lukaku and Bom Toro, the same guys that you would be slandered, the same guys you have slandered for years, and now you're depending on. So you can't have it both ways. Let's be quite honest. So it's ours to lose, and United fans, prepare for your funerals and prepare for Fergie's funeral.
So are you more confident of this final or the final in 2021?
I'm more confident this final than I was in 2021.
Wow. Huh.
Why not? Considering where Chelsea were and how they sort of found their way through
with all the signs of it correlating with 2012 and all those signs and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm more confident than I am now, to be quite honest.
Well, I beat them as well, to be fair.
Yeah, true. No, I mean, so do you think City are more favorites in this game than in the game in 2021?
Probably.
Because I would think that City are more favorites in this game. Because for me, I feel that this is City's best team since 18-19.
The 100-point.
No, 98 points. The 98 points team. Like that's for me. I think City's best teams. It's either that 98 points team or this team.
No, disagree. HH. I think the 98 points team. We had better left back. We didn't have Fatty Phillips and we didn't have Garbage Gomez. So.
So you're saying that the 98 points team is better than this team?
Yes, I agree. I generally.
What about the defensively? What about defensively?
The team that won the treble.
This team defensively, yes, this team is better.
No, because I told you about you have to look at this team's defense. Haaland, so the goal scoring of Haaland and the defending as well. Those are huge upsides. Which way was Rodri in 18-19?
No, he wasn't. He came in 19.
No, it was Fernandinho.
Yeah,
so that's the thing, though.
But
it's like better the defense. I think Rodri is an upgrade on Fernandinho, and he now have a striker who I think is superior to Aguero.
But Fernandinho was still doing his thing at that time as well.
So you're saying that Fernandinho at that time was better than Rodri this season or Rodri last season?
He only fell off in his last season, Fernandinho. He was still doing his thing. He was still doing his thing in that. You remember if that semi-final game against PSG in 2020, 2021. I think just in his last season he wasn't doing so well because age was getting to him. But yeah.
Let me bring in your boy Money Mason here. So Money Mason, thoughts on this Inter City game, bro?
Money Mace.
Yeah, man.
Mason, man.
Yes, I can hear you, bro. Talk to me, bro.
Okay. It does look bad, and it feels as if it just is going to be City's year. It like the way they're just beating teams is horrible. Like what they did to Madrid in that second leg.
I don't know. They ripped them in your asshole.
But to be fair, the one thing that gives Inter Milan hope for this game is probably that if there is one system that can help stop the box system, it's probably the 3-5-2 because everyone is in the middle. Like just the middle, and I feel as if if with City you can't stop everything they have. They just have too many people. They have too many people.
Guys off the bench as well. So
yeah. But I feel like with City, you just have to stop the middle and play the game out wide and see how it goes. It's almost like when teams were playing the Warriors in the NBA. You got to stand on Curry. Got to stop Curry. Can't give him any joy.
No, but do you think Inter have the players to execute this plan, though? Do they have the players? Because look, we all rate Simone Inzaghi as a tactician, and we saw what he's done in course. But do they have the players to execute this against City?
I think
so. Do you believe in it, bro? Do you believe in it, Brozovic?
I think they do. I actually don't think their midfield is going to be too much. I think their midfield's only going to be there for transition. Don't hang on to the ball for too long. Just try to get it forward as quickly as you can. I actually think Lukaku has to start.
No,
I don't think he will.
I think
no. For me,
if you play,
I don't think he should. Because this is why I don't think he should. Because I give it to my improvement, but I'll take it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Dzeko starting is what has got you here, and the team has been used to that thing of Dzeko starting. So don't change what has been a winning formula. That's the first thing. Second thing is we would agree that most likely Inter will be behind. Who would you rather bring on to change the game, Lukaku or Dzeko? Lukaku.
Probably Lukaku because if all the defenders are tired and you could use the physicality.
It's not only that. It's just that it has shown that Lukaku is good off the bench. We don't really know whether Dzeko is that good off the bench. So if you have a situation where, okay, we now need to change course because we're down 1-0, we're down 2-0, we're down 2-1, we can bring on Lukaku. If you start Lukaku and you're losing, are you sure Dzeko coming on will change the course of the game? Maybe not.
Can you really have Lukaku on the bench when Megan Thee Stallion's in the stands?
Okay.
But
yes, AK, talk to me.
If you start Dzeko, where's the pace from? Because the only way you can hurt Man City on transitions by having some form of pace. Where's the pace coming from?
Kaku has to
dumb
play on the
prizes.
shoulder. He has to play on the shoulder.
Oh, no, but
time.
AK, my thing though is, I think what Dzeko is there for is, if
Hold
you get
up.
a counter, get the ball up to him, hold up,
Yeah.
hit it back. And the thing for Dzeko is get into the box, because what Inter have to do, you have to just take it old school. Now, what can Diaz and so forth do with balls into the box? Take it to old school, get physical, put balls into the box, and let's see what they can now deal with, whether they can deal with the Dzeko's physicality. So I think that's really, Dzeko is almost there as a decoy. The real thing of the attack is through Lautaro Martinez, Çalhanoğlu, and so forth, you know. So, and also AK as well, like, Lukaku ain't exactly the fastest. Okay, he's faster than Dzeko. He ain't exactly fast. So whether it's Lukaku or Dzeko,
He builds up speed.
Yeah. He built it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
very good.
guys, I'm sorry, guys, Lukaku
No,
ain't
he
fast.
does.
bro.
No, he does. When he's on the run, no, like his
But
first
we're not
first
saying,
couple.
well,
no,
HH, we're not saying
Kenny,
this is
hold on.
Alfonso Davies.
So we're saying that
Yeah.
a guy that wears Timberland boots is now a runner. Guys,
No,
please.
it's not. No, we're not.
Guys, just-
No,
just-
we're not saying
he's
that.
faster than Dzeko. Dzeko's a
Don't
damn
be hating.
geriatric. Anyone's faster
No.
than freaking Dzeko.
No, but like,
Lukaku's
if you see
faster than
Lukaku,
Dzeko and Lautaro.
Kenny, what was it?
yeah,
Lukaku's. So you think that Lukaku is going to outrun Kyle Walker?
not Kyle Walker, but he can outrun
He can hold
the other
Kyle,
defender.
Lukaku ain't outrunning anybody in that City defense.
Wait, is
He-
it?
he-
No, but
He's
he's powerful enough.
He's not outrunning anybody in that City defense.
No,
So I
but
don't know what
he's
you're talking
powerful.
about.
He's powerful enough to. He's powerful enough to like hold them off and
Yeah.
run
Kenny,
as well.
stop talking like an English commentator, man. There's only so much
Lukaku
PMP.
can-
No,
can
but
I
it's
give you.
true. No, come on.
Lukaku can run in behind. That's Lukaku builds up speed
That's
when
his game.
running in behind.
Okay,
Why do you
AK,
need-
hold on. AK, since you're so smart, since you're such a genius, then what are Inter Milan going to do with Haaland, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Silva, Grealish? How do they stop? How do they stop five different
They
attacking
don't
options then?
stop them, HH. They don't stop them. That's it.
Okay, so we're talking like so this is
I
a
do
4-1
not want
swing.
we might witness a murder tomorrow when Grealish goes up against Dumfries. We might witness another murder tomorrow when DiMarco goes up against Bernardo. And to be fair, Bastoni's been good, so I think Haaland can be marshaled pretty well because Italians they like
But okay, here's the issue. There's some problem. What the hell did Haaland do in that Prince Charles Invitational? Hardly anything. So even if you keep Haaland quiet, you've got like 4 other goal scoring options that can still harm you. So AK, my thing that Inter, you've got to be perfect defensively.
No, it's just
Similar to what Chelsea did in that UCL final.
the wrong
Because
team.
in that UCL final, people talk about Havertz, bro. Chelsea defensively had a defensive masterclass.
Yeah.
Because there were some huge blocks that Chelsea made. So I think that for Inter, even if you're perfect defensively, that's still no guarantee. But at the very least, you can't do a De Gea. So Onana, you can't do a freaking De Gea, bro.
He doesn't
That's
do
like-
De Gea's though.
AK, if you
Onana's
let
a
me-
very good goalkeeper. Very.
So
very-
I will
yes,
say-
what are you saying? Yes, what are
I,
you saying?
I will say, I sent you your, through a DM. I didn't know they had the secret weapon Inter. We talked about Lukaku. We talked about Megan Stallion. Bro, there's a secret weapon that Inter had that I completely forgot, HH. And he's
What is
at
it,
the
Greg?
stadium. He's at Sheridan. They have
Wait,
listen,
hold up. Don't come
a
on.
secret weapon.
Oh my
Çalhanoğlu?
Oh
I didn't
no.
know
Yes,
this.
yeah, how so?
Bro,
Yes, you know that you are the most shameless and saddest person I've ever known in my entire life.
Listen,
I know they're
listen.
pre-brick. I know I'm loading up with the brick.
There is
Let me load it and then I'll load up
factual-
with the brick.
There is factual evidence.
So
to
for people who
support
are
this.
listening, this brick Yassir believes that because Yaya is at the stadium,
Uncle
he's going to
Yaya.
somehow jinx them.
Uncle Yaya.
And with that, I am going to
Go to the
bring this.
stadium to reverse jinx.
That is
What are
kind
you,
of
Yassir?
HH,
What
can I
are you
just address
talking
something?
about, bro?
Uncle Yaya.
HH.
Yassir, shut up.
Wait.
Abdallah, what are you saying?
HH. First of all, Yassir, you're Muslim, right? You're my fellow Muslim brother. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
He
sir.
has ruled out. He said, "I am Muslim. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as black.
Thank
as
you.
a curse. It's against our religion. So why?
Wait,
he
Pogba
voted
does it.
Muslim.
Man's African first.
Thank you.
He ruled it out.
Kenny, now,
Come on.
you know
Where are
that's a
the
yellow.
quotes? Where are the quotes?
Watch
Yeah,
it.
Wait, they were speaking Spanish. Come on, listen.
Kenny, that's a borderline yellow. So relax, man.
Oh my gosh.
No. Yes, yeah. let's be fair here because let's just not badmouth anybody. Yeah, Serie has come out and said all that witchcraft stuff was all nonsense. And I am not going to put any negative connotations towards my African brother. He has come out and he has said that all of that was nonsense. So Yasir, let's put that crap to one side and tell me footballing wise, how Inter Milan stop 5 different attacking options and the team who are desperate to right the wrongs of 2021.
I was alive to witness 2012, which is the biggest use of juju I've ever seen in my life.
But Yasir, that's where you're wrong. That was skill. And Drogba produced the most clutch performance of all time.
Robin missed a penalty in the extra time.
Because Czech saved it.
It's juju.
No. It's skill. It's Czech skill.
If you're telling me Drogba was the one who scored the
basically,
last minute goal.
Basically, yes, sir. You're just scared that Fergie is now going to be looked at funny. In about 24 hours' time, Fergie will be looking at funny because in about 24 hours' time, we could be talking about whether how good is Fergie really. we could be on that segment. We could be on the segment of how good is Fergie really, bro.
For his fuel.
Okay, hold on. Yes, to talk. Okay, let's not get more morbid, shall we? Thank you.
Drogba scored the winning, the tying goal. Then he committed the penalty. He committed the foul. Peter Cech some way saved it. I don't know how he saved it.
Some way.
And then Drogba ended up scoring the winning penalty. I don't know. I mean, I don't believe in juju. Some mystical thing was going on in 2012.
Then why'd you bring up Yaya Toure if you don't believe in juju?
Because here's the thing. I'm gonna ask my question. I'm gonna ask a question. I'm like, okay, Yaya played for City. Shout out to Yaya. Shout out to him. One of my favorite midfielders. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
But to him to go in person, to be at the stadium, I'm like,
But you don't believe in juju.
No, I don't believe it. I believe in it, but
Yes. What are you? Yes. First of all, I don't know what the hell you've been saying. You've just been talking trash for you've been talking fluent brick for the last 5 minutes.
Can you give him another break? Can you give him another break?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me just get another one.
One more for the culture.
Yeah, I mean, one more. Just for the clutch. One more. Toure being in the stadium have to do with anything, bro? Yes, when it just comes to that, Toure said that BS of witchcraft came from my agents. It has nothing to do with me.
But anyways, whatever. He bears something. Anyways, in the stadium, there was no one there. When he took that picture, no one was there. Who's gonna stop him? Anyways, okay. Moving on.
Yes, he just dropped a 3-piece, bro.
Okay. Let's talk about football. In my opinion, it's just, I don't know how Inter stop these guys. Like the only way I feel like Inter stop these guys is if they become extreme pragmatic. Like we're talking about prime Diego Simeone.
No, but yes, even if they're extreme pragmatic, I don't see Lucio in that defense. I don't see Walter Samuel. I don't see Zanetti. I don't see Maldini. Like basically, give me peak Maldini, peak Costa Curta, peak Nesta. Oh, these guys can hold City. Because remember how good that Barca team were in 2010 after it was 09. Yeah. But Mourinho was like, nah, that shall not pass. Basically, if you give me Lucio, Samuel, and Mourinho, you're not scoring. You are not scoring. For next base, you are not scoring. I remember they had a man over after that bomb Busquets got Thiago Motta sent off. But we're not comparing. We're not comparing Bastoni and Dumfries to freaking Zanetti, Simon, and so forth. So my issue here is that let's full pragmatic, full defense, which you're gonna have to, because if I see Inter go toe-to-toe, I'm turning off the TV, bro. I'm turning off the TV and I'm putting on Google Updates. But if they go full-on pragmatic, are you sure that they can be broken down? Are you sure that City cannot break them down?
But it's just like you have to. Okay, you also have to approach it in a very Inter not only have to be pragmatic, but they have to be extremely mentally strong. They have to break the game into small segments. We're talking about the first 5 minutes, the first 10, the first 15, Like that's the way they have to approach this game.
But then
They
yes,
can't-
a difficult thing though is you know, again, from a great saying like Mike Tyson, that everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. So yes, yeah, cool. If you now concede out at the first 2 minutes, that plan goes straight out the window.
That's the thing, though. Like that's the thing. Like there's certain things I'm talking about. This is a game going into where I'm very, how do I say, so depressed about, because I'm always used to look forward to the Champions League final. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've never. This is the one Champions League final I'm not looking forward to. Like I don't. This is
Wait,
the
so okay,
Champions
wait, hold up.
League
You're not looking forward to it because
I feel like the mismatch. I don't think there's a bigger mismatch. Even people say Liverpool, Tottenham. No, I think this is even more of a bigger mismatch. I think this is.
And also yes, and do you know why that is? And do you know whose fault that is? Ricardo's bum-ass team. Barcelona messed up. Because if Barcelona did what they should have done, they come second, and we have a Barcelona-Man City final, which I still think City win, but at least that's much more of a final, City against Barca, than City against this Inter team. But Barca, they messed up. Because for me, like, because when I was looking, I said, wait a minute, something is wrong here. One side is way too top heavy. But the issue was that group of death. Basically, the two teams that came out of that group of death should have really had a good start. Specifically the second team, because the first team had to run into Man City, which was Bayern. But Barca, the whole point was we thought, Barca, you come second. And if you come second, you should be able to beat FC Porto. You should be able to beat Benfica and AC Milan. But no, Javi decided to mess up.
But shouldn't they have beaten
Eintracht
Frankfurt? Shouldn't they have beaten Eintracht Frankfurt though by that?
Yeah, well, that's last year. But yes, you see the point I'm making though. Yes, yeah.
So yeah, I do. But again, you know how this is a game plan that Inzaghi has to come up with. I mean, at the end of the day, Inzaghi can do. I mean, like, what else can he do? You're in the Champions League final. You're playing against legit. If there was any team to literally the prime definition of what the Goliath looks like is Manchester City. It's literally David versus Goliath. It's like, so the thing is, like, you can beat Man City. I'm not saying they're not unbeatable, but the thing is, like you said, Inter has to be absolutely 1,000%. They have to be money. They cannot be a second of a switch off. They literally have. Some certain players have to play the game of their entire career. Like we're talking about when Dumfries, no matter how bad he is, he has to play the game of his career.
But so, I mean, just even responding to the streets. I mean, the streets is right. That, like, if Barca did make the final, they actually get pimp smacked. They would get pimp slaps. Like, I'm looking at the Barca team, but basically, do you know what? Do you know what it is? City. This is because if City loses, it would be such a massive L. Because for City, you've literally picked the right time to have a team like this because everybody is rebuilding. All the big teams are rebuilding. So all the big teams, they're either rebuilding or you get guys like Inter who literally they're not on your level. So Bayern,
they're a good cup side, though. They are a good cup side.
No, they're good. But see, Bayern, they're rebuilding. Real Madrid, they're rebuilding. Leipzig are no match for you. Inter, no match for you. So for City, you've literally been given this whole damn thing on a plate. So yes, sir.
One thing I'll say though, I'll also say this: I've always had the belief that in terms of tactically, I don't think Pep Guardiola is that good tactically. That's probably something crazy to say. I don't. In terms of
explain what you mean by that.
What I
you mean in game?
Like, yeah, in-game tactics. I feel like
adjustments, subs, etc.
Yeah, I don't think Pep Guardiola. He's a
kind of rigid.
No, it's the thing is, yeah, exactly. So he's a type of manager that he's like my way, and he's like his plan A is to make his plan B is to make plan A better. He's that type of manager, right? He does have players that do make his tactic more flexible, as in a Holland, where he goes more direct now. But I feel like when you look, if say for example that I know you're a Marvel fan. You know how Doctor Strange had like that one with the possibility that one time, like, you know, of all these different outcomes, that if he ends up losing, and I think that's like that's the one time. Like, if Pep ends up losing this is like out of a billion possibilities. This is the one possibility that this is the one reality that he would lose. Like that's how unlikely it is, in my opinion. I think in Simone Inzaghi's tactics will outset Pep Guardiola. That's just my opinion. In terms of tactically, I can see Simone Inzaghi, but then it's like, again, you don't have the players though. Like, tactics can take you so far. Like, if someone Inzaghi can have the best tactics, but Dumfries
That's it. So you're saying
I don't-
Simeone Inzaghi is a better tactician than Pep Guardiola.
Yes. I think that might be it.
Yeah, jump another.
Look, I like it.
One more.
You're on a four-piece. No. Like, he's on a four. Yes, you're on for a five-piece, bro. You're on for a
This
five-piece.
is
He's trying to time Messi's record. He's trying to time Messi's record.
No, but
this is an elite performance right there.
It should be good because it's like a UCL stream, bro. So you're 2 away from breaking Haaland and Messi's record, bro.
The thing is, it's evident that in terms of tactics,
And he's actually going
especially
for it,
in the Champions League, Pep Guardiola is not the best.
Yo, Pep, sum him off, bro.
Not the
Sum him
best
off.
tactically when it comes to the Champions League. Like, there's a reason why he hasn't won the Champions League since he came to Man City. He's just not the greatest. So they're just not the greatest.
But yes, you can't say Pep Guardiola is. So you can say Simone Inzaghi is a better tactician than freaking Pep Guardiola. That's a
I
crazy
think
thing
he
to say.
is. I think he is. I mean, I think.
All right, drop it. You gotta drop it.
The back
double
Guardiola
this.
confirmed.
Yeah, come
Oh,
on.
like,
That's it.
Yo, this guy's been.
I'm trying to help you to get out of this brick hole you're in.
You really trying to go back to back with the big
Money
dogs.
for the brick deal.
No,
I'm
but
just-
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand in terms of, like, what do you mean tactically? Like, was there a game recently where Pep was like,
No.
It was a-
I think no. Here's the thing, and this is just a summary, and this is an analysis I've had of Pep for a long time. I feel like one of the issues that Pep run into the Champions League is his in-game tactics and against other managers. I feel like he's not. I think in terms of Pep Guardiola, I have a game plan. This is how my team is going to play.
So
That's
no.
it.
Yes, again, I'll ask the question again, and remember, you have a chance to sort of redeem yourself.
I
Are you
stand
saying
by- I
Simone
think-
Inzaghi is a better tactician than Pep Guardiola?
I think he is.
Okay,
Wait, yes,
so
you-
that's
you
it.
said-
So that's it
That's 6.
in there, but
I
that's
think he has one more in him. I think he has one more in him.
No. I think I'm not saying he's a better manager. And I think that's what you guys are concluding.
Yes, I know what you said. I know because I know what a tactician is, and Pep Guardiola's greatest strength is being a tactician.
No.
That's his greatest strength.
H, you
No,
trying to make
no,
a comeback
I
from
don't
that
agree
Liverpool
with
Man United.
yeah, wait.
I think the Pep Guardiola's biggest strength is his philosophy. I think that's what it is. I think in terms of how he coaches his team, the way he plays, I think that's his biggest strength.
Doesn't
Not
that
his-
involve
his-
tactics?
So that's tactics.
Doesn't that involve tactics?
But then I'm talking about in-game tactics. Okay, if something happens,
But yes, it doesn't. But don't you see him making adjustments and so forth, bro? Like him even having John Stones, who you're John Stone. This is where I want you to go when we have the ball. This is where I want you to go when we don't have the ball. These are the movements that I want you to make. You're seeing him constantly move guys all around. So his philosophy is very flexible, and that shows being a tactician because he's constantly making adjustments to his overall blueprints.
Trust his players.
I'm not saying he's a bum tactician.
It's not
I'm
just
saying when he talks
But
about
he's
in-game-
saying that to a tactician, Simone Inzaghi is superior to him.
No, but in the game, I feel like
Yes,
Simeone-
but you're saying Simone Inzaghi is a superior tactician to Pep.
This I'm talking about in-game tactics, though. I'm talking about. when
Yes,
you
so just
play
say yes or no.
Yes, so that's
So all
what
you're
the
saying
point
is
is.
Simone Inzaghi is a superior
I
tactician.
I said I'm 110%. I will always say yes.
Like, what do you like? What do you like about Simone Inzaghi?
No, Steve, we don't need to know. Steve, we
No,
don't need to know.
because I know.
No. So Steve, no, really, we don't need to know because Steve, I'm actually going to the dogs. Hold up, Minecraft the Diamond. Brazil fourth division.
God, this is the goal, bro. Yo, you love
You made him quit, man.
Wait,
You made him
hold
quit, man.
Wait, Yassi, you quit?
Rage quit.
HH, I apologize on behalf of the Somali community.
Yo, you see a rage.
Goddamn.
He rage quitted, bro.
Oh man, wait. Oh no, yeah, Rich Chris. Oh no, he's back.
No. I have a
He
new
kept
mouse.
explaining
I
the same
think,
point like it was going to change.
You know.
No, okay, stop it. Wait, hold up. So yeah, say you actually mistakenly put yourself out. All right. So where's the other bracelet? Yeah. So that's actually Brickens, but you actually instilled. Yeah, you actually
This might
threw
be the
yourself
biggest
out.
brick performance.
This is the top performance this year.
Yeah, I
I'm getting
think.
used to this mice.
Yes, yeah, you just dropped his guy Streets. He just dropped a 7-piece, bro. Guy just dropped a 7-piece. I don't know. Is that a good or bad omen for a Leper web stream? I don't know. A yes, 7-piece. What does that to be for the Leper
No,
web
but
stream?
then okay, look. You say 7 pieces.
Yes, you've said that Simone Inzaghi is a better tactician than Bournemouth's Pep Guardiola.
But then, listen.
Talent FC, I know. Talent FC. Messi 35 in the MLS with Dan Gleeball and Kieran Gibbs. Kieran Gibbs has retired.
You know who's that Inter Miami baby? It's the one and only.
Yedlin. Oh wow! Shout out to your boy
DeAndre.
Yedlin, bro. If Inter beats Man City, will that be a bigger shock than Liverpool beating Milan back in 2005? No. Istanbul might be cost for super teams if that happens. No, like that's because again, guys, this is what I always say. Do your Googles. Look at AC Milan's team.
Yeah,
Look at Liverpool's team. AC Milan's team. Every single player was money. Every single position was money for AC Milan. Bro, they had Steve Finnan starting and so forth. And it goes about Gerrard was playing right back. So that is an all-time shock of all time. That was an all-time shock of all time. So that's on a different level.
Steven Gerrard's performance in that game was the best performance of any.
Bro, like, what Gerrard did in that final, for me, him not winning an EPL, it doesn't matter. It's makes up for not winning the EPL. And so
It would be like if LeBron won the 07 finals with the Cavs.
Yeah. Talent FC. African ref. You see, I'm not saying that, bro. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You see, that's right. Guys, I'm actually getting a lot better than this stuff. I'm getting a lot of these stupid. Ifman again. Istanbul reverse parallel 05 final. AC Milan super team lost to Liverpool English underdogs. 23 final. Inter Milan underdogs versus Man City. You see, again, look at both teams. The level of where Liverpool, that's Milan team, were in a whole different level. And also, the disparity between Milan and Liverpool was way greater than the disparity between Man City and Inter Milan.
And that wasn't a blowout, though. That's the thing. And that's why I don't think I'm not saying there's going to be a 3-0, 3-3 tomorrow. But what I'm saying is that these finals are never, ever cut and dry. If you look at the last time there was a genuine blowout in a Champions League final, you have to go to 93, 94, Barca, Milan, 4-0.
Well, 98 was 3-0 to Real Madrid over Valencia in 98.
Okay, fair. But
no, sorry. I think that was 2000.
But I will say this.
Yeah.
I think
wait, hold on. Let me just get this jobs and I'll come to you guys. Arman, stop mentioning Fergie. Your boy Jose is finished tomorrow if Pep gets out that UCL. But see, Arman, here's the funny thing though. But my boy won a treble with Inter and won the UCL with FC Porto. So unless you give me a dud or a doy, Mourinho is still there to do that.
What happened at Chelsea, by the way, HH? What happened at the other clubs that he?
Did you just hear what I just said? He won a UCL with FC Porto.
The goals go.
He won an FC Porto with FC. If Man City must win the UCL not only for Pep and Man City, but also for the EPL. If they lose, it will make the EPL look bad after destroying EPL 506 and a 3-peat. At least with the Mayan dynasty, they won the UCL during their 3-peats. For me, look, put it this way, especially with what West Ham did, I think even if City lose, West Ham have still sort of said what's up with the EPL because West Ham, that was an amazing victory for West Ham and an amazing thing for the EPL. But this would be, if they do lose though, it would be crazy because this is the Premier League's finest offering. Is Man City. And if your finest offering cannot beat, I think, what's the third best team
This is not.
in
This is
Italy?
not, this is not even their finest thing they can offer. This is historically the greatest team they've ever had. So they have to deliver.
See, Ricardo's trying to cook up a narrative. I can see that narrative trying to cook up. Bro. Abbott's fair. Inzaghi, now this is crazy. 7-7 in finals. He won't get pause.
Yeah,
Smash
but he's
at
not
least.
better tactician than Pep. Whatever.
It's not the amount of bricks that Yasir.
Yes, yeah. You're going for an eighth? God, you see, no. This said and said no. It's great though, but I respect. Who did he go up against? Did he go up against a Pep Guardiola or a team like Man City?
man.
That's the issue.
Yo, he might beat.
He beat
Atalanta.
Atalanta when he was at Lazio.
If man, however, things have changed after Arsenal bottled the EPL and Man U being in the FA final. I want Man City to win the UCL for the EPL sake, but wanted Man U to win the FA Cup to stop the treble. That's where EPL and MU and Man United fans win. Look, see, my thing though is it is what it is. Like I still feel that, and I remember, and it was close. I always felt that if the best chance of stopping the treble was United, and I feel that that United game is going to end up being closer than this game is going to be. Because guys, United had their chances in that game, bro. United had their chances in that game. It wasn't as one-sided as we thought it would be. And United lost super early goal, and De Gea just gifting them that other goal. Darius, play in Holiday League, but won UCL every 10 years. But, God, wow. Guys, you know what? I'm going to give A star for consistency, bro. This guy has been going on about Bayern for the last 3 years. This guy's been good at that.
Win one every 10 years. It makes no sense.
No, seriously, like, okay, he's been crapping on Bayern ever since they won in 2020. I'm like, this is hating on a whole different level, bro. Blaze A, check all City's away games in the UCL except for the Sevilla game. Inter will have a great chance in a neutral ground. It's going to be very similar to 2021. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. That's true. City have been very conservative away from home. But the key thing, though, is that it's neutral ground. So you said it's away from home, but it's a home game for the team they're playing against. Now, no team has the advantage, though. So who says what's up? Abrit's fair. Inzaghi getting that dub at Anfield last year showed me he can tactically compete at a high level. Intense chance is in the feeling out phase of the game. True, but if they concede early, that makes things very tricky indeed. Because if they don't concede early, then Ignacio's point stands great. Increments, 12 minutes, 12 minutes, 12 minutes, just manage. But all that gets thrown out the window if they concede early, bro. Elijah, Ten Hag at Anfield would be proud of Yasir. Oh, yeah. When he held 7, bro. Shout out to Whimsical. Thank you for the door, Whimsical. Why not? Inzaghi has a chance. His approach of man-to-man pressing and Inter's fluid build-up helps exploit crossing and launch counterattacks. Ultimately, it's how well the team executes its game plan and adjusts strategy during the game. Look, see, there is a chance.
Yeah.
This is a mismatch on paper. On paper, it is a mismatch. But we've seen that from Inzaghi. He tactically has the ability to at least give Inter an opportunity. Like, Inter's best chance is Inzaghi, you have to put forth 2 things. Your greatest ever strategy, and Inter, you've got to be perfect. You've got to be perfect, and you've got to hope that City... What?
You say he's tactically better than Pep. Is that what you said? You said something tactically Inzaghi?
All right. So, for lack of listening, bro. For lack of listening. Let me...
Another one.
That he is tactically good enough to give them a chance. Nevertheless, that he's tactically better than Pep. There's a difference between being tactically good and being tactically better than one of the best tacticians in the world in Pep Guardiola. Yes, please keep up. Please keep up, bro. Talents FC. If Big Rom fails, Meg leaks his pics and messages. Okay. All right. So let's just keep going. Abrit's fair. Inter's advantage will be City's unfamiliarity playing against 2 strikers. Oh, yeah. 2 strikers can press the back 3 or the double pivots. Inter this season have 2 trophies. Look, see, I mean, as it works both ways. As much as Inter have never faced a team as good as City, I think for City, Inter presents a very different play style and philosophy than most teams in the EPL or many teams that they face. So it could be an interesting blend of styles, man. Ricardo, talk to me, bro. What are you saying?
Ricardo.
Tomorrow's game is gonna be interesting.
Wait. Why do you say interesting?
Because like things could happen, man. Like I know.
What do you mean things can happen? Don't be cryptic. Don't be cryptic, man. What do you mean things can happen?
Nah, because like at the end of the day, football is football. Anything can happen. Obviously, I'm going with the WAP win. So we get that WAP stream. I just let you know right now, win or lose, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. I'm celebrating with the boys, or I'm gonna be depressed with the boys.
Oh.
So, well, it's not really. Technically, it's not really my team, but the two guys I'm gonna watch it with, it's their team. So it's gonna be real awkward if they lose.
Wait, they're City fans or Inter fans?
No, they're City fans. My
Oh,
brother-in-law
wow.
and my cousin are huge City fans, and I watched the first final with them at Chelsea, and man, that house was damn awkward when they lost.
You know that's rare. You know that's rare, though.
That was a great night, man. That was a great night.
That
man.
was hilarious, man.
But Ricardo, I think, like, look, you see, this is why it's weird, though, because I'm conflicted. In one hand, if we believe that life is about a balance, we've had so many left streams. It only makes sense that we have a web streams, balance of left streams. But on the other hand, but on the other hand, though, is that it would be more fun and way more interesting and a potential 6 hour if he does lose this, because there'll be so much to comment on about. So I think the latter is more interesting in my view, even though I think the former is going to happen.
I think this just has such a massive ripple effect, because if Inter Milan win, not that I think they will, this has a lot of effect on a lot of things in football. One, Pep is gonna be slandered. Okay, this Man City dynasty is gonna look like a joke. Man City's best they ever have to offer is gonna be a joke. The EPL's best they ever have to offer is gonna look like a joke. That kills the whole narrative of the Prem being the best. I've always believed it was just a well-marketed league. What else? I forgot about this one. This one popped in my head. An MLS player is actually going to win Ballon d'Or. What else? It'll be great for a team like Inter Milan, to be honest.
Also, football heritage. Don't forget about football heritage.
Yeah. I mean, like, if
no new team has won it since Chelsea, so
I guess, but if Inter Milan win, I think historically speaking, it's a great accomplishment. It might have, and I think it was Elijah who gave us that fact that every team they've beaten were on the verge of a treble, which is a really interesting stat. And I guess they're keeping that alive. They're 3-2 in finals. They've been to 5 finals, and the 3 finals they won, they've beaten treble contending teams, I'd say. But I think,
okay, talk to me about the other alternative, universe of City winning, the ripple effects that has.
If City win, unfortunately, the Premier League is finished, because Pep, he's Thanos. he that's who he is. He's the first manager to win 2 trebles with 2 different teams. You can say oil money, oil rig, oil whatever. It ultimately doesn't matter. He got it done. Fergie, if this guy really doesn't like fart dust, like,
okay,
he's dusty. Like he's done. He's had a great run, great longevity, respectable career, very, very respectable career. But it took him what he is able to accomplish. Pep did it in a significantly shorter time.
But Ricardo, you know how depressing that is? What you just said? Like you said
quarter of the time.
No, you literally just said he's Thanos. Basically, we're talking about that literally Infinity Wars without the end game. Like, literally, without that movie end game. Literally, it's like the end of the world.
No, because like, I mean, if Pep becomes the first player to win a treble with both different sides, because do you know what people don't realize, that even if they don't win the UCL, they're already talking about this being one of the greatest sides of all time. Because let's be real, that United 98 and 99 team, does anybody put them to the level of this City team, even with the treble? Nobody talks of them that way. They respect them for their achievements, but in terms of style of football, domination, and the impact on the game and so forth, City's impact has been far greater than that United 98-99 team. So if City close the deal and do the treble, does that 98-99 United team really have hold a candle to the City team?
Yeah, it makes sense.
They're the first to do it still.
No, I mean, it ultimately doesn't matter, because things can be done better than the first time. So, I mean, for example, like in La Liga, Real Madrid have 14 Champions League titles, but they have no treble, which is actually quite insane. Barcelona have 2. And you're telling me Man City's first Champions League title is gonna come with a treble? Bro, that's not.
insane.
That would be
That's
crazy.
You know,
crazy.
Bayern Munich is another one. I think they're the only German team that have a treble.
Yeah.
And they have two.
Twice.
What else? I think Celtic as well. They have a treble. The only Scottish team.
No, and honestly, see what is what is scary though. This is even scarier. If Pep commits several years, this guy could do another treble.
Oh yeah, no.
So because my thing is that once he now wins this treble, now we have the discussion of who is the better treble team. That's 98, 99, and this team. I don't know what the answer is. Okay, cool. Back and forth. Are you saying that these guys can't do another treble? Because they already have a stranglehold. They already have a Thanos stranglehold on the EPL. So my thing though is that it is not beyond the pale that if Pep is here for like another 4 more years, 5 more years, that these guys can't do another treble.
Yeah,
and then once that happens, then there is zero discussion whatsoever.
This is the thing that's gonna look good for Pep, because I generally believe when he leaves Man City, Man City won't be as strong unless they get someone like Luis Enrique. But I don't know if he'll go there. Is that if this Man City declines, not like drastically, but they take a step back, it makes Pep look actually a lot better. Especially
because now you now see his influence. Yeah.
If the Man City dynasty pretty much starts falling apart after he leaves, it just makes everything he's done so much better. The only thing, like for example, at Barcelona and even at Bayern Munich, the fact that why it doesn't look as, I mean, it's great, but like it doesn't look as shiny as what he's accomplishing at Man City is because Barcelona ended up winning another treble like 2-3 years later, and then Bayern Munich went on to win like 6 or 7 more league titles after he's done the first treble with them. So look, there's a huge ripple effect. There's just a lot of legacy on the line. If he loses, it depends how he loses. Like, bro, if he's up like 2-0 and then the players collapse, and then like there's a level where like it doesn't even. I'm not even saying this because it's Pep, but it's like there's some times in the game where you actually cannot blame the coach, and it's typically in situations where like the team capitulates. Like, if your team's up 2-0 and then your team just collapses in front of you. That's not really your fault, but at the end of the day, that's not how the narrative is going to be written. But I think if he goes out there and he dominates Inter, which I think is a good possibility, yeah, man, this is going to be great, because I thought the game against United was going to be a competitive game, and then Gundogan scores like 13 seconds to the game, and I'm like, all right, there's no point in watching this shit. Like they're just going to walk this. If that, I hope this goes scoreless into the second half. I hope maybe this is a 1-0, because this is a
but Ricardo, what scares me that this could be a blowout?
Yeah, I mean,
because I am worried that this could be like a 3-1, 4-1. Because like if City score early, it could just be a case of like, because my fear is this game. Now, it may not be, but my fear is this game turns out to be what it is on paper, where, oh, God, this is a mismatch. Like, Inter, you've done good being here, but clearly you've not faced a team as good as this, and they've just really exposed you in ways that Benfica, FC Porto, AC Milan couldn't, because they were nowhere near the level of it. Because why I find it interesting is because I just wanted to see how these guys match up. Because I just think for the goodness of the game is like, let it be like, okay, this is an interesting matchup where, okay, City now have to now figure out into that look maybe a bit more awkward to them, just based on just how they are stylistically.
Yeah, I think that Inter is just gonna have to go completely all out. Like not even just them, but their fans. They have to be chaotic. They have to make it feel like a home game for their teams, because like Man City is just a better equipped team, a better manager, a better tactician. I don't know how Inter Milan get it done. To be honest, I think City win. I think they do win 3-1, to be honest.
Ricardo, you know one. Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
Steve, go ahead.
I was just gonna say about Inter. You know, one way that they can win this. Look at the quality that they have in terms of a Çalhanoğlu from a set piece. It doesn't take goals. Look at the Sevilla Roma game, right? It was a set piece. It was just a cross in the box, and you get fortunate. You know, Çalhanoğlu quality on the ball, and in terms of accurate crossing, passing, and whatnot. DiMarco, in terms of a fullback, his deliveries are outstanding, and they're accurate as well. I think that's one way that Inter can get a goal for sure. And then you have Dzeko. to get a header or someone like that. A Cherby, Bastoni, these kind of guys. I think that's one thing that Inter got. What? What's up?
I'm so depressed, bro. Like I cannot lie. Like
Yes, you're so extra, man. Yes,
Can I say?
Yeah. Abdallah, go for it. Abdallah, yes, shish. Abdallah, go for it.
You know how you guys have said in previous hangouts over the past few years in recent times, where people who have been in the final tend to come back and win the UCL. None of these Inter players, or none of these, or the Inter manager Simone Inzaghi has been in this Champions League final in terms of managing and playing in the Champions League final. In comparison to what you can compare to with the Chelsea team, you had Tuchel, who was the previous year at PSG in the final with Thiago Silva.
That's fair.
So who knows about winning the Champions League or being in the final?
So I think that experience will be in his favor.
I think that could.
And also a key thing as well. I think this is a key that people have not put out as well. De Bruyne didn't play that whole game.
Exactly.
And I think that's now. I don't want to be like, De Bruyne played, but De Bruyne is very important to Man City, and he ran into your boy's shoulder. So he
wasn't performing good before. He didn't perform good before.
That's true. But people can always. But Kenny, here's the thing though. You've seen many instances where a guy that performs badly has one moment and then changes the course of the game.
That's true.
So,
wait,
hold on. Let me come to SM, who's a City fan. SM, talk to me, bro. What are you saying?
HH, this final was poetic for me because the first video I watched on your channel was the live stream in 2020 when Sterling missed the from 4 yards. HH, honestly, I'm actually very nervous. Like I'm more nervous of this than the Chelsea one because in the Chelsea one I was like, you know what, if I mean, sure you beat us twice before, but you know we know that Pep. Literally, actually, there's an interview he did with Rio Ferdinand where he explained the tactics of Chelsea. He knew what they're gonna do, and he still lost.
I hate this guy.
But this year, he said he's not confused. He's okay. He is fine, and you know he's going to like I watched it on press conference. He's like, you know what, I'm actually enjoying. No, he's not confused this year. No, Inzaghi's not a bad tactician than Pep. That's just stupid, obviously. Yeah, for me, what I'm wondering is the selection of City. Like, is Pep gonna go with Kanji over Ake? Because I hope he does, since he's performed better over.
So Akanji plays out on the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because Ake, especially the second leg against Bayern, he got cooked by Coleman, and I don't know. It didn't look good, but this is actually what's interesting is that unlike the 2021 Champions League final, this final Pep's reached by actually compromising on his philosophy and going, you know what, instead of just lumping, you know, Sane, Sterling up forward and, you know, inshallah, let me actually defend like a normal team does. And, you know, they reached the final. So hope I don't believe Inter are going to get stripped such H. That's a bit too much. I'm going with a 2-0. I'm going with a 2-0, honestly. I don't want to see 6.
That was actually, I mean, I forgot to give my scoreline though. Like, if it's bad, I think 3-1, 4-1. But if I'm just going to give if it's not bad, like a blowout, I'm saying 2-0. But if it's bad, it could be 4-1.
But H, do you believe that we're not getting 7? That's not happening.
No.
7.
SM. If Inter gets sex changed and gender neutral, if Inter gets gender neutralized, bro, then I think that I'm done with this Champions League competition because then we're not having a stream, bro. Nah, I mean, that's you know, guys. Here's the thing right now, guys. I ain't doing a 7-0 Pep web stream, bro. That's not happening.
I was gonna have that Treble
next year the new Champions League format. Is next year the new Champions League format?
No, it's the year after.
No, it's the year after. It's the year after.
But another thing though, like next season, let's say City win it this year, and next season Pep does it again. Like, what's the discussion?
Wait, hold on. Holds the treble again or wins the UCL again?
No. Let's say that next season we like break the league to like Liverpool, whatever. Knock out the FA Cup, but Pep wins the Champions League only. Like, and
No. No. For me, SM, it does. If he gets this done, that's it. That's it. Everything else is just like you're just putting icing on the cake. But you've made the cake.
What? Never put him above Mourinho, will you?
Oh no, never. No. Unless he wins the UCL with either Scunthorpe or FC Porto, then I'll never put him above Mourinho.
Okay, what if he wins? Okay, what if he wins like with I don't know.
No. SM is very simple. Win the UCL with a team of FC Porto's level, then I can put him ahead of Mourinho.
But HH,
he's not ahead of Mourinho.
Uncle Mo needs to win the UCL at a top club like Real Madrid or even Chelsea, but he didn't, did he?
So Inter not a top club. So Inter not a top club.
I'm just saying.
That team was insane. That team was a great team.
Yeah, like brother, that team was amazing, and also the GOAT Ronaldo played for Inter Milan, so have some respect. I said,
Fatty Ronaldo, obese Ronaldo.
Random question, but like, do you believe this City team could ever score past Mourinho's 2010 Inter team? Do you see it?
No.
Oh my god!
Because if that Barcelona team couldn't, this Inter team, no.
No, so just because they did it for a game.
No. I'm saying no. Like they can open up and strip search Bastoni and whatever no names are in there. Okay, those guys can get strip search and dressed down.
Doesn't Inter have the most clean sheet this season in the Champions League?
Oh, can you stop it?
Yes.
Can you stop it?
You're not here for 7. You're not doing 7-0, are you?
No.
Like at 7.
No. Let me say at 7. Then I'm like, okay, what am I doing here as an analyst? What am I here for? So like if that happens, then I'm like, what we're here for. What? Look, guys, I'll be. Here's the thing. This is what I need to do. Is I need inception. I need something to get into my brain and be like, don't have any belief in Inter Milan.
I
don't have any belief in Inter Milan. Like it's SM and Abdallah. It's happening. My Jinx juice. It's resets next season. It's all used up, and I used everything up for Cristiano, but it resets next season. So you guys are good. You guys are good. So I can say City can do so much. The Jinx starts. It resets next season. So you guys are good, bro.
How do you know, HH?
You took did Morpheus meet you? Did Morpheus meet you and tell you that's going to happen?
Wait, we did. Okay, hold on. Let me come to your boy Hokage, then Jesus. Hokage, talk to me, bro. What do we say?
I already said I think it's most likely Man City win, but I want to know, like, okay, if they win tomorrow, 90% chance probably. When we do the treble talk, how much does the fact that these guys had all the could buy any player in the world, how much does that play into it? Because these guys spent billions, they had multiple Champions League embarrassments, and you know what I mean? Where does that play in? No, because that's going to be the Sunday. We should all save that for the Sunday stream, because the Sunday stream will be treble talk of like, let's now really be truly transparent and talk about everyone's trebles, including Chelsea's in 2012, which counts.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, what?
Yes, it does. Yes,
What?
yes, because now we're talking about treble teams plus Chelsea 2012.
You didn't win the Club World Cup or the Super Cup.
Chelsea 2012. Chelsea 2012.
Who's gonna
Jesus Christ, man.
Wait. Who's gonna host it? Not many people are fluent in trouble.
Shut up. J2 West, what are we saying, bro? What are we saying on Saturday? J2 West, bro, it's United fans are sweating, man. United fans, because actually, hold on. Do you know what's so funny? Do you know what was trending on Twitter? Warrior UCL. I was like, huh?
Oh, dear.
And then I clicked it, and guys are like, man, this is going to be the last time we're going to be able to use the phrase Warrior UCL.
Yeah, I mean, I've already accepted it in the dribble last week.
Yeah.
I've already accepted it. I mean, I'm not relying on a guy called Dumfries. I mean, if you see the tweet that I sent to your DM, this guy. He's stumbling off the bus and on the pitch.
Oh god! So he's a brick off the pitch. Oh lord!
Yes, he fell over getting off the bus. And if he's going up against Greed,
okay, guys, all right, guys, it's done. Guys, it's done. Guys, it's done. No, it's done. No, it's say YouTube tax because I don't want you to get it. But guys, if just search Dumfries falling off a bus, If this guy lacks coordination in regular life, Lord only knows what Grealish is going to do to him, bro. So no, guys, it's done.
Yeah,
It's
the only money I'm winning tomorrow is putting a yellow card in this. He's literally just a bully on the pitch. That's all he does.
Yeah,
just bullies
No,
people.
trust me, guys. Put a money on a yellow from Dumfries. Getting a
I
yellow.
wouldn't be surprised if he gets double yellow. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because he's going
Okay, no. Jesus, thank you so much, guys. If Inter gets a red, I'm putting a ref tax. Wait, isn't that right wing dude the ref, or was he pulled away?
Yeah, he's been reinstated.
He's been reinstated. He got false accused.
Guys, all I'm saying is this though: right wing, and we saw what Pep did with that guy with the bicycle.
Oh my god!
Connect the dots, Kenny. Connect to the dots. All I'm saying is that's Pep with the bicycle, and this guy was in a right wing rally and had to apologize to get reinstated. That's what I'm saying, bro. Okay, and we all know who Argentina housed after World War II. We all know a certain group of people went to Argentina for safe haven after World War II. That's what I'm saying. J2S, go for it. J2S, go for it. J2S, go for it.
I'm predicting it to be like 3-1 Man City because I'm not trusting Matteo Darmian in defence. I know he's how old is he? 32, 33?
32.
It's like, it's J2S. Give me Zanetti. Give me Chivu. Give me, Lucio. Damian? Dumfries? Bastoni? God damn.
Are we not going to mention that Onana is a terrific goalkeeper, though?
Steve, I don't give a damn.
How long is he to keep Man City out? You can't keep Man City out.
Yeah, no. Onana, he's a quality keeper and so forth. Have you seen the test tubes in front of it? The heck?
What do you mean? These guys they've defended the world. Just because they're not the biggest name doesn't mean that they can't defend properly.
Kenny, no. They did the rest against who? Kenny, against who? Who? Kenny, name them who? AC Milan.
You play the opposition in front of you. Is their fault? It's not their fault.
Kenny, you're not going to trick me. Kenny, I'm not falling for your tricks, bro. I ain't falling for your tricks, sorry. Jason, let's continue.
They were defending against Messi ass Junior. What's he gonna do? Leao was 25% fit. Who's attacking Porto?
Guys, come on, what are we doing?
The best player
they
for
were
Porto
defending
is the
against
goalkeeper.
Salad Maker as well. A guy named Salad Maker.
Oh,
You can only beat and defend against who you come up against, right?
Because I know if they keep a clean sheet, if they keep a clean sheet,
this is all I asked though. Like, guys, let this not be a blowout, man. Come on.
It won't.
No. Do you know, Steve? With all due disrespect, I'm not taking your word for it. I'm just saying though that I just don't want this to be. Basically, I don't want this to be like Liverpool Spurs, which is the worst UCL final of all time. That is the worst UCL final of all time.
You see, you guys are just
I watched it with my bro, but we're both just talking to each other while we're watching it, so we're hardly ever paying attention.
When I just switched off,
that's one of the worst finals I've ever seen in my life.
I blame Barcelona, man. I blame Barcelona.
That was terrible.
Yeah. So no. Okay, so Jason, so you're saying that Inter have no chance then? That's what you're saying.
It's not that they don't have no chance. Like you can't just rule them out. But why? What is Dzeko at 37? Like, I know he's done decent, but look at that AC Milan defense. Who was in that defense? I mean, what was Tomori doing? He's bringing out his bozo Chelsea jeans.
Wait, come on, easy, come on.
Respect Kjær.
Yeah,
Respect Kjær.
I know people are saying,
he saved the life.
People are saying, Inter had got the best defense and all that, but look at the teams that went up against. Porto, their best player is a goalkeeper. Benfica, they lost their best player.
Evan Nielsen is not Porto's one of their best.
Man City better win tomorrow.
No. Do you know why City are winning? Because this is how I did the logic. City, guys, 100. They are 100% winning, and do you know why they're winning? 100. Because there is so much desperation for them to lose, and whenever there's so much desperation, the opposite happens. Because people are like, bro, if City lose, we could witness one of the greatest streams in YouTube history, and if City lose, I think YouTube might shut down based on just the amount of streams and reactions going through. But so because there's so much desperation for this, it's going to be boring. Yawns will City win, blah 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 blah. And I'll say that, and I'll say that there's an oil tax on it and so forth. Because I mean, now Pep, see if you can win without an oil refinery. No, wait, Ken, why are you laughing? Win without an oil refinery, bro.
I'm not seeing desperation. I'm seeing like that it's already done.
Kenny, no,
Kenny. People
no,
are
it's not.
accepted already.
But people are holding on to some hope for a lep stream. They're holding on for hope for a lep stream. But guys, my thing though is that there've been so many lep streams. Guys, here's the thing: all good things come to an end. Everything that has a beginning has an end. And guys, there has to be an end to the lep streams can't be forever. Like surely you're gonna be wep once. You can't be lep every single year. Come on, bro. Like guys, well, no, the lep streams began I think in year 2. So guys, we've had like 5 straight lep streams. Come on, bro. Because I didn't really count the Monaco one, bro. So those are a lot of lep streams, bro. Those are a lot of lep streams. So come on, bro. You have to have at least one wep.
HH though, but you know the Lyon one doesn't really count because it was Arteta managing.
No, that's Raheem Sterling.
Still, it's
It was true.
That's Raheem Sterling.
Sorry, just
I was gonna say in Lyon, that was at Lisbon, innit? And Pep was on the sideline drinking his water bottle.
No, it was at the Etihad. It was at the Etihad. It was
No, I'm talking about the going out to 3-1 to Lyon.
Yeah. And that's where Pep was pinching grass
On his,
on his knees.
that's
Pause.
Sterling's fault. That's Raheem Sterling's fault.
Okay, wait, hold up. AK and then good. AK, talk to me, bro.
HH, let's be honest. It's over.
Yeah, no, it's no, I've come to the realization. I've come to accept it.
It's gonna be a embarrassment for Inter. They're gonna get revitalized. I'll be surprised if Inter mount some sort of resistance, considering who they're playing. We're gonna witness a murder tomorrow, probably with Grealish on Dumfries and Bernardo on DiMarco.
So, okay. So you're saying that this could be like a blowout, like 3-1, 4-1.
I have a I think it could either be a blowout or it could either be one of those if City win, it's a blowout in my opinion. So City are 90% likely to win. If City win, in all cases, I think it's gonna be a blowout. If City win.
Okay, so you don't see a 2-1 City or a 2-0 City.
No.
Okay.
If City win, they're gonna win it big. But the only way Inter win this is if Andre Onana has a Courtois performance.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He may, but it's gonna take that. The bigger thing for me is if City win this time, everybody made excuses before when City didn't win, like European heritage. They don't have UCL heritage. If they win it this time, who's to say they're not gonna do what they did to the EPL with the UCL? They could easily do that. Considering how much they spend, the manager, the fact that the formula is finally being broken. We might be seeing a City dynasty in the UCL.
Wait, Ricardo, you said they won't. What do you mean by they won't?
Because a lot of their good, like their top guys, they are coming to the end of their primes. Gundogan is probably leaving. Bernardo Silva is rumored to be leaving. Kevin De Bruyne, how much years does he actually have left at the highest level? Maybe like 2. Haaland is a player that's very dependent on the players around him. How long do we know Pep is going to stick around? Don't get me wrong, they have solid players, and I wouldn't put it past Pep turning players like Kovacic into like a world-class player. But there's no guarantee you're going to get another Gundogan, player that steps up seemingly every single time the team needs him. Mahrez is leaving. I think for them, I see another semis in them, like next season. Do I think they're gonna monopolize the Champions League? No.
So once we're not getting a Real Madrid 3-3 kind of a thing.
I think at best maybe a double, like a back-to-back, but I don't think they're gonna be as dominant. I think there's
a reason why only Real Madrid have done it. HH. Like every team looks like the best team in the world when they win the Champions League, and then something always happens the next season. Players drop off. They don't have as good a season. Like
that's why we have to give Zidane a
feel
dub.
like it was like when they cracked the formula of what to do. I think from there, based on the money they spend, and City are going to lose these big players. But
I think
City.
No, but I think the thing though, I don't think there's a formula for the UCL. There's a formula for a league. Like I think once you crack the league code, boom. Because knockout competitions, there's so many variables that happen, and it is such a the nature of a knockout competition is so different. Is you never crack the code. What Real Madrid did was just something special. And I just think that was just a very unique, special team. I think like City, they've cracked the EPL code. I just think that they could still be amazing next year, but something could just happen where some weird occurrences happen and then you're not asked. Remember, because there's such a small margin of error. Once you lose, you lose. You can lose 2 or 3 games, 4 games in the league and it's still good. All it takes is one bad night. Just one bad night in a knockout competition and you're out. You don't get like 6, 7 games to cost cross like you do in a league. So
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I just think like based on the profiles that they sign, we know that Man City more than any other team in the world will replace Gundogan, will replace De Bruyne, and they'll do it because they have the resources and the scouting. So for me, it's like the money that you spend, the excuses that people have given you previously for not winning, like I don't think it's gonna be like a 3-peat, but I can see them winning it next year and getting to the semis the year after. I could see that something like that happening.
That's possible. But HH, something to consider. Okay? So did Pep say he's staying for like 3-4 more years? Because HH, as far as I've seen at Barca, after he had that success, he didn't stay. At Bayern, he didn't stay and try to win the Champions League.
Hokage.
No, but I think the key difference was that he had beef with the higher ups at Barcelona.
Yeah,
and I think in Bayern Munich, I just feel, especially that, I think was it the 2016. I just think it's affected him so much for that. But I think City. I just think, you see, Bayern never really felt like his team. It's really always felt, even though this is really a Hankins guys, and I don't think he ever felt the kind of ownership he now feels at City. City really feels like this is really mine. This is something that I've really forged.
Pep is a complete like control freak. He couldn't have that level of control at Barcelona. Man City was the only team with pretty much like, here, build this club in the image that you have. He's not going to do that at Bayern Munich or at Barcelona.
No.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone if they've been the treble and he takes a break. Because bro, this guy's
Hokage.
I think he just signed him.
Hokage. I disagree. He's whatever club he's been at, he always fulfills his contract. So I reckon at the earliest he will leave in 2025. I don't think he'll
God damn! What?
He has like 2 years left.
Yeah, 2 years left.
Can he get this bomb out of this damn league, man?
But he recently just extended, right?
He resigned early on this season.
I want to see him.
Wait! What are you signing an extension, man? Man, get lost, man. Hold on. Go ahead. Trust me, go ahead.
Yeah. To be honest, it's true what Abdullah said. Coutinho, because if you're a puppeteer, why would you leave your puppet? And let's be honest, like Pep, like Ricardo said, he's a control freak, and he never had this much control in the club ever. I mean, ever. So I don't think he's going to leave that easily. In terms of tomorrow's game, all I can say is kudos for an Italian team to get into the final. It will be an amazing participatory trophy that you will receive. But I don't see any sort of way within which Inter Milan can beat Man City at their best. Personally, I think the only way they can beat them is by playing the dark arts, just like Diogo Simeone showed with Atletico Madrid. Because if you frustrate these Man City players, believe you me, they will crumble. They don't like that kind of football. But unfortunately...
of the game.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And if there's a lot of stoppage in the middle due to the dark arts,
old school.
Yes, because if you let them flow, nobody can stop them at their best in their best day. But if there is constant interruption, that's the time I think when Pep might start overthinking. And we learned that from when he played with Mourinho and when he played with Diego Simeone, against them. So I think that's the only way they can make something happen. But just like Yasser said, this is David and Goliath. But unfortunately, David doesn't have his slingshot. So I don't see anything happening here. I'm sorry, man.
Wait, what does
I
David
really
have?
don't.
Praise.
Praise, G2, praise.
David has
Like
Charlie
people say,
Oglu.
if dude doesn't have a slingshot, then what are you doing against a Jazz? Like,
Actually, you know what? A slingshot's more useful than Dumfries, so
yes, or no, of course it is, bro. Let's
Don't
see.
underestimate the power of faith.
Bro, the Chalanoglu.
Talents FC, La Liga ass clowns like that bum-ass Peruvian Ricardo, jealous of Peps in England. Ricardo, do you have any response for this guy insulting you, calling you Ricardo?
Bro, you literally have a La Liga product dominating your league. So why the hell? It just proves how ass your league is.
Two treble side from England ends every league debate.
What? Like, what are you talking about? Like, Barcelona won the treble twice.
Maybe he's saying like two different teams.
Nah, but that doesn't matter. Who cares about
Look, like guys, it's this guy's mad logic. What are we gonna do? I'm just fair. Inter and City have never faced each other. You say, oh, really? Yeah.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, they never have, man.
See, you've only been in for like 10 years.
So, wait.
So Titans FC 2022-2023 killed Jose and CR7's legacy. Messi and Pep Claire #LL. Thanks for that, Talents FC, bro. Elijah, last team to score 7 in a final was Real Madrid in 1960.
You know who they played? Eintracht Frankfurt 7-3.
7-3. Are we so okay? Shout out to the 60s, bro. I mean, it was a wild decade.
Was that the 5P? Was that the 5P?
Yeah. 5P.
Okay, let's see. Shout out to Franco. Shout out to Franco, man.
HH, you know I found out who ended that 5P? HH, you know who ended that 5P? Or that 6P?
Wait, who?
Barcelona.
Oh, what?
Who ended that shit?
Shout out to Wink. Megan. All right. Wow. So we're not gonna read that out. We're not reading that out. But it's fair. Don't tweet anything and put your hands in concrete. Oh no, like I won't be tweeting anything out. I ain't tweeting nothing out, bro.
The only thing you can tweet out is game over.
No, I'm not even gonna tweet. Silence. Oh no. The only time I will tweet if it's like 4-0 at halftime, then I'll tweet out to ref, blow that damn whistle, or I'll punch you in the face.
That's a bad idea, Mitch.
So also, well, I think right wingers know how to fight, so that's going to be tough. So Titans FC. Wait, hold on. If Stormzy beats Poch on Sunday, will Todby sack him? Oh yeah, this is the charity game and so forth. Look, bro. All I'm saying though is I've not even dealt with that whole Pochettino reaction thing and so forth. Look, all I say is that Lord help us. That's what I'm saying. Blaze A. If Ben Me can keep out Haaland home and away, allow me to hope in Bastoni. But here's the thing, though. Before I even read the rest of your dub, I keep on saying this to you. Even if Haaland has a bad game and you keep him quiet, there are 4-5 other goal-scoring threats that you have to deal with. So keeping Haaland quiet does not shut down Man City. Remember how many people bet their lives savings on City in Porto and what happened? You see, my thing though is this is different though. Like I think people say that very few teams have won the Champions League when they've entered into their first final, although United cheated us in 2008. And I think though that this, I feel, is a much better, much wiser, and more experienced City team than that team that's faced in the final. So I think they're going to be way better prepared, more battle tested, and I think they're playing at a much higher level as a team than they were then. And I think the key thing here is defensively. They're so good defensively. Hold up. Darius, CL and League versus Dortmund equals Bomien's treble. Ha 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 with a smiley face of a guy sticking out his tongue, closing his eyes. Darius, I'm actually going to send you to Germany, bro. I'm going to send you to Germany. So see what Germans will say to you, bro. AR is now a City fan, previously an Arsenal fan. I think City will two-peat. However, a dynasty with Real Madrid in the shadows, hell no. Look, it's no. Look. I mean, look. I don't think that we're ever going to see in our lifetime a team. Basically, put it this way: they can't do a three-peat because we changed to the best they could do is a two-peat.
Yeah.
So Real Madrid's three-peat will never be better than ever because we're now changing formats in like 2-3 years time. So Real Madrid are an unbeaten, but can City repeat? I think they can. Will there's going to be a hard, but I think they can repeat. If man, HH, you missed out my dub. Should have read all those dubs together. No, I didn't. Bro. I read all the dubs, bro. I read all the dubs for sure, bro. Because all the dubs are here, man. Shout out to Ifman. I think of the dub. Well, actually, let me come to Smoke and I'll come to Yassi. Smoke, talk to me. Are you ready to get that cigar out, bro?
AK sounds like an Arsenal fan, man. Whenever I hear people talk about spending as if we basically hold everyone's pockets and stop them from spending, it's all nonsense, man. The thing, though, is but people keep talking about City as if it's last season or Pep's inability to change or our players will get rattled. Man, that was last season. And last season, we had a half-fit squad, whereby this season is actually one of the first time whereby end of the season, every player in our squad is fit, right? And the difference is this season, we're actually better defensively and we don't mind giving off the ball, which has shown Pep's evolve, the way he's evolved in the sense that he's more pragmatic now in cups.
Yeah.
And that's actually, and our problem, and people keep talking about our away record this season, the CL. That shows his pragmatism, whereby he's like, no, this is a two-tie, it's a two-tie tie. There's no need to go all out in the first tie and actually lose it and then be blown out the game when most of the second legs we've played at home. And that's when we actually play as if it's a knockout, and we've torn apart most teams. At the end of the day, I feel it's more of which city turns up. If we turn up, man, I don't care which Inter turns up. We're gonna smack them. Same thing I said about Inter Milan. The best Inter Milan versus the best City, we slap them. I don't care what you're gonna say. It's a match of will we get off the blocks early, and I think we need to move because at the end of the day, they have the players to hurt you in transition. And this defensive, man, Inter has conceded like almost 2-3 goals almost every round. It's not like they disgrace this defensive team compared to Chelsea under Tuchel. They were playing haram football for real with 9 defenders, right? not conceding but not scoring many as well. Whereby this Inter team does have holes because they conceded against. I think Bayern beat them twice, home and away.
Yeah.
Even Benfica scored. They played a 3-3, so they can concede. And at the end of the day, if defenses open up, I expect us to outscore them. At the end of the day, we can outscore this team. They will concede, and we can also concede, though. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet. I feel as if, but if we score a goal early within the first 20 minutes, man, switch off your TV.
Oh, no. That is my fear, though. If City do get an early goal, I don't know how Inter is. Because I think Inter's game plan is keep it 0-0 for as long as possible and pounce. I think Inter's game plan is either go ahead or keep it at 0-0 for as long as possible. I think that if, let's say, they concede early, what do you now do? Because if you open up, you're going to get this destroyed. If you keep on sitting back and so forth, I now go down 2-0. That's a strong mental uphill battle to now try and get back from 2-0 down rather than 1-0 down. So going down early tactically it will be a freaking disaster, man.
I got a question. So everyone's saying that if Man City score early, Man City. So I always look at both sides of the story, right? What if Inter score early, or what if they take? Let's say they take both of their again hypothetical. Let's say they take both of their chances in the opening half hour. Let's say, what happens then, though? In terms of I think Man City
too early. They shouldn't score too early because they'll be stuck. They'll be like Roma. Like you see how Mourinho froze, whereby you score too early, then you sit back. Whereas if they score late, I think then they have a better chance. If
but I think that's the issue. Because if Inter score early, 1,000%. It doesn't matter what Simone Inzaghi says. Naturally, they'll be like, guys, let's just sit back. Because what Inzaghi will want to say to them is that don't fall back. Just try and push for the ball. Players, specifically in that situation, in a final, their natural inclination, specifically knowing you're the inferior team, is let's just play it safe. Let's just sit back. And once that happens, you'll be like, bro, fifth gear, hand off the throttle, and now City will now fully open up just based on the desperation of 1-0 down. That could really explode because City psychologically in a 0-0 is very different from we're 1-0 down or we're 2-0 down. Then that's a whole different gearbox.
But then here's the issue. This is where I disagree. With Don Smoke. I think if Inter wants to win this game at all, they must score first. They must score early because the thing is like you want.
Wait, no, but yes, so why do they have to score early to win this?
Because
the best chance of winning this game is what Smoke said. If you could keep it 0 and score in the 75th minute, and you have 50 minutes to hold through.
I think it's impossible. I genuinely believe there's 0.000% chance that's even a possibility.
So,
I think
hold on. But yes, but you're saying that there's a strong possibility that if they score early, they can hold off City for 70 minutes.
I think the dynamic of the game changes, and that's what.
But yes. I'm asking a simple question. Yes, I'm asking a simple question. So, if they score early, you think that they can hold off City for 70 minutes?
I think they can hold up enough. to even take an extra.
That's it. The thing. Yes, sir. The thing is this: if you watch the United
what
game,
did I say was wrong?
Everything.
The thing is this: if Inter score early,
hold on, smoke on.
I don't understand what I said was wrong because
everything you said was wrong. So I just put down the not about what's everything, like every word, every syllable, every letter was wrong. Smoke.
Okay, you guys gave us two scenarios. No, but you guys gave us two scenarios.
Wait, hold on. Let's smoke. Smoke.
Inter's best chance against us is to do what United done by playing man to man and preventing us from occupying the middle and dictating play. Now, if they score early, it means they're not going to do that anymore, and which will give us space to play around them. Hence, I'm saying if they score too early, then it will actually mess the whole plan because now they'll be confused. Do we continue what we were planning to do and risk the chance of conceding, or do we try to protect this lead with our lives? Which then they can, because if United didn't do that man-to-man marking, we are going to have a field day. Hence, I'm saying if they score too early, then they might go in their shells, which will play to our advantage.
Hold on. Let me come to Zima. Zima, talk to me. Zima.
Yeah, it's already over. We're talking about a two-time treble winner. Let's just call it what it is. Because I'm looking at it from this standpoint, right? Everyone's saying Inter Milan, they could, if they play defense and they score in the 78th minute, then they could end up winning. Let's keep it real. This Inter Milan is. We've had great defensive teams of the past, right? That Chelsea Mourinho side that got punked by young Messi and Ronaldinho. Then you have the Inter Milan side of the 2010s, and then you also have the Atletico Madrid, the Simeone team. Like this team is far from that. They're so defensively. I think they could be torn apart. I don't think they're defensively as solid as those other teams. I just don't see their I've seen them defend. I've seen teams create chances against them while they're defending for their life. I just don't see where this whole case of if they defend, if they drop deep, all of a sudden they could just create a chance and that's it. They could defend for their life. I don't think they're that type of team. I think they're easy to expose, particularly in the middle of the park. They give you too much spaces, even when they're defending deep. And I feel like with Man City's side, and I do think they have the technical ability. It's more so a mental side. The only way, like Smoke said, the only way that Man City lose is if they mentally just get shocked because it's a final. You're down. What do? Do you stay calm and collective? Do you keep doing what you're gonna do? Which regardless of this Inter Milan side, I think if they do what they keep doing, they're gonna score eventually. It's just a matter of are they gonna get shocked once they get hit in the final? And I think their nerves have been their nerves have been answered so far. And I do feel like when it comes to this side, I'm sorry, this Inter Milan, this whole they're the best defensive side in the Champions League. Yeah, they are, but this Champions League, let's be honest, how much sides are really that good in this Champions League?
So the quality hasn't been there, bro. No,
that's what I'm saying. This for everyone putting their faith in this Inter Milan side, I just don't see it.
No. I just think there's a desperation of people to see Pep lose, and guys are trying to just hope for a scenario. Basically, it's more hope than actual belief.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
realistically
yeah.
believes in Inter Milan.
But I've explained my side of things. To be honest, I don't care who wins. I'm cool with whoever wins because Manchester United fans crying, sign me up. Inter winning, cool. But like I've explained, like my kind of philosophy behind why I think Inter can get the job done. I do think they will, by the way. But some people, yes, rivals of Manchester City and people who don't like Man City, they're hoping and trying to believe it. They just don't know how to explain it because they don't watch Inter week in, week out. That's my thing. I like watching Serie or whatever, right? For me, I think there are logistical things and reasons that you can explain where it's like, okay, Inter have a chance. For
I just look for me. Look, it's a final. Everyone has a chance. Everyone has a chance. But my thing is that if we're being realistic, unless City either have a really bad game or it's one of those games where they just miss loads of their chances. Basically, Smoke put it perfectly. If City have a great game and Inter have a great game, City will beat the living crap out of Inter Milan. So if City have a great game, Inter don't stand a chance. The only chance that Inter have a win is if City have a bad game or City have a good game, but for some strange reason, this ball just doesn't go into the net.
A referee decision that goes in the way of
look, there's
variables.
No, I'm just saying, beyond just refereeing decision, but if I just keep it realistically, there's no refereeing decision. It's either City just have a really bad game, or it's just some seriously bad luck for City and some seriously good luck.
Would it be considered the greatest underdog story in the final of the UCL?
No,
definitely
not. Zeno. I think if man put forth that dub, what Liverpool did will never. Unless you show me one better. That's not way better.
Yeah, Liverpool comeback because it was because of that comeback. It wasn't because of the.
Wait, hold on, Zeman.
Compared to the comeback,
Zeman, have you seen who was in that AC Milan team, and have you seen who was in that freaking Liverpool team? Bro, Zeman, there's never been a mismatch like that ever in a final before.
You know what's worse? You know what Rafa Benitez said at the halftime team talk? He said, "Don't concede."
Yeah, I actually thought that. I was here. Did you know what I said before? I thought that's mad. Benitez must have had the greatest halftime team talk of all time. Lo and behold, only to find out that he was like, "Oh, look, just don't consider 4 or 5 and everything." So it just so basically that makes what Gerrard did and that team did even greater. Because if your manager doesn't believe in you, that means those players have to pretty much say, "No, we're going to now do this ourselves." If our manager doesn't believe in us, man. I mean, guys, imagine your manager says to you after that, "Bro, sorry, you guys are screwed, man. Just don't make it worse." But look, see, my thing though is, I just don't see Inter doing this though. No. I have said though that if it's a blowout, this could be like a 3-1 or a 4-1. Because my thing though is like, look at what you guys did to Real Madrid, bro. That was, I get it was at the exit and so forth, but this City team is capable. This City team is capable of beating Inter 4-5-1. They can do so. I'm going to either a 4-1 or 5-1, or I've gone for a 2-0. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 4-1.
2-0. I'm not.
Yeah, but this City team is capable of capitulating at the world.
Yeah. Are they, Ricardo? Are they though? No, Ricardo. This season and what they've done this season.
We say that every season.
But the problem
no, Ricardo. We start every season, but has the defense ever been this good? And Pep even came out and said that, look, what I learned. I learned that. So hold on. Pep said, look, say, stop being cute. All this inverted fullbacks BS. Bye-bye Zinchenko. Bye-bye Cancelo. Let me get guys who can defend. And who can win their 1v1 battles. Yeah, and once he figured out, I was like, oh, dear me. That was the one weakness. Because the one weakness was that they're going to make a defensive mistake, which can let you go in.
No, but I'm saying a final is a final, like I said in the beginning. Anything can happen. Things don't make sense in football, especially in a final.
No.
Nothing ever makes sense in a final. You're right. City could just run away, destroy this. Inter could grind out a 1-0 and win. And like, we're all talking here like City's gonna run away with it, which they very well can. But what if come Saturday we're here having a live stream?
So
I'll be
we've
there,
all just
man. I'll
we just
That'll
here
be
just spoke out of
crazy.
our ass.
I mean, no, Ricardo, here's the thing. I wouldn't lie, bro, Ricardo. I would love, like, wait, so sorry. In the words of Cristiano, I think I deserve it, and I would love it if we get a lap stream. But it's not. But it's not happening. But Ricardo, I just know that. Look, it's not happening. And for me, I'm like, as I said again, half hope is a myth. It's an irony. So like, there's no point in hoping in that.
HH, you've been spoiled with LEP streams. I think
yes,
you've had
I
enough.
have been.
You've had enough.
Abdallah, that's my logic.
enough.
Those live streams have been amazing, and there has to be a web stream.
Wait,
so
HH, question.
we're gonna get that wet.
what's the best
no,
lab-
sorry, I mean wet.
what's the-
Sorry, smoke. Smoke. You want to say something? Smoke.
Yeah, that says a bit.
When you deep it,
Go
actually,
back downstairs.
I don't
Go back downstairs.
on mic, bro.
HH,
Smoke.
when you look at the past campaigns, when you deep it really, HH, I don't think people may say it's a shock, but I don't really see the shocks. Against Chelsea, right? I'll tell you why. Against Chelsea, they beat us 3 times prior to that final, right?
True.
Tuchel had Pep's number last season, that season, right? Hence Pep tried something out of the box. Last season, the way Madrid were winning, HH, they were defying logic every round, right? And when you look at the finals, the past campaigns, are we really surprised at the winners of the Champions League?
Don't do that.
Wait, hold on. Do what?
Don't try to minimize Pep's failures. Just
failures.
No. Smoke. Don't see that. There is smoke. There is a left smoke. Whatever happens, there's a left tax on this win. There's still a left tax on this win, though, because yes, World Cup winning. I'm not ignoring Leon or Chelsea. I'm not ignoring those. Hell no.
Fine, we take our failures, right?
Steve, Leon is way worse, man.
Wait, hold on. Let's smoke. Smoke.
I'm saying we take our failures, right, with humility and grace. I'm saying about the actual finals of the Champions League, right? When you look at the past ones, you can say and right when you just isolate that one match, right, against Chelsea, it looks like wow, we were the favorites. But we saw how we were losing. Chelsea knocked us out of the semis of the FA Cup. They beat us at the Etihad on the return fixture. The only time we won Chelsea was against Lampard that season at the Bridge. Last season, right? Hence, you could say it was more of the only 50-50 one, right? But we still said Madrid, they don't play finals, they win finals. And when they win finals, everyone is acting shocked. That's hence I'm saying. It's been long since we've had a favorite, right? Who we all expecting. When Liverpool beat when Liverpool beat Tottenham, who were shocked? No one was actually shocked. That's what I'm saying.
I gotta be honest, that was the worst final, man. Spurs versus Liverpool.
No. It's the worst. It's the worst final of all time. It's the worst final I've ever seen in my life.
There are Saudi Pro League games with more quality than that game.
Yeah,
Shout out to Benzema, man.
You know what's the worst thing about it is I think two things legacy wise are on the line. Man United trouble. We already know that, like, that's crazy. Like the fact that Messi is gonna match our trouble is insane. And it's gonna be arguably a better team. And we can argue that all day long, whatever. And Mourinho's legacy. Mourinho's legacy on the line.
Yes. No, it's not. Yes. No. He's not cooking. Get off the stove. Get off the stove. Yes. I'll say this again. No. Yes. I'll say this again. Yes. Give me a UCL with a team like an FC Porto, then we can talk. Until then, yes, I'm not giving kudos to an oil refinery.
That's fine.
When you look at that
to this point, Pep Guardiola and Mourinho had the same amount of Champions Leagues. Until this point, Mourinho and Pep had the same amount of trebles. And not only that, in the final.
We're not doing this. When Pep wins, when Pep wins, it's the fake discussion. Mourinho only gets in the discussion when you win with a team like FC Porto. Until I detect a dot, I can see a dot. Until I detect a dot, I'm sorry,
That makes-
Mourinho
that
doesn't
makes-
enter the chat.
Yes, sir.
That makes no sense.
If we're saying that Man City's, if they win, their Champions League doesn't count because they got all the money from an oil refinery, are we saying that Chelsea has no UCLs then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An oil refinery and the state wasn't backing us and so forth. It was a man's hard work. Abramovich is an entrepreneur. He's an entrepreneur.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You clown Pep for having Man City, even though this guy Mourinho had Real Madrid and Chelsea on Russian money.
And he had Ronaldo in his prime. He had
but Zima, talk about FC Porto though. Talk about FC Porto. No, but Zima, talk about FC Porto.
You know, and the FC
Zima, just talk. Okay, tell me, what about FC Porto? Zima, what about FC Porto? Zima, are you listening?
I'll answer that for you. I'll answer that for you. It makes no sense for you to want him to decline his Man City job to go to like a lower side just to prove it to a guy.
No, but it's to prove a point.
It makes no sense.
No, because if you read that's good of a manager, win with a lesser team.
No, that's like HH. That's like asking someone to, you know what? Don't work in Google, man. Go to Radio Shack. I dare you to prove that Radio Shack. I dare you to prove yourself on Radio Shack. What does that mean, bro?
No, it means that I can work in Google and Radio Shack, so I can do both. You know.
You know how they say things come in pairs. Messi and Pep are a pair. Ronaldo and Jose Mourinho is a pair. And one like in a small amount of time, both Messi and Pep will absolutely destroy Ronaldo and Jose Mourinho's legacy. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
But HH,
Yasir's making a comeback here. Yasir's making a comeback here.
No, it's not. I was actually about to do a break. Wait, hold on, smoke. What are you saying? Smoke.
I'm saying the real conversation we need to have is Mourinho a dinosaur, right?
No.
He is. No, but Mourinho hasn't really done it, HH.
Wait, don't smoke. He hasn't fossilized yet, man.
No. Smoke, as I say again. I don't know why Mourinho is being brought into this corner, because this is a fake. If Pep wins his treble, which we believe he is, then we'll have the Pep Fergie convo.
The question
the Mourinho convo only starts when you win with a team like FC Porto.
Can you answer this question, HH? When last was Mourinho's best year as a manager?
Smoke. And no. And my answer is it doesn't matter, because your legacy is your legacy. The fact that he did what he did with FC Porto was a dud achievement, because FC Porto are the worst team to win the Champions League in the Champions League era. That's a cold hard fact. No. FC Porto are the worst. They're the weakest team to win the Champions League in the Champions League era. So Smoke, until Pep wins the Champions League with the weakest team, then we can talk.
But HH, you actually downgraded that Porto team. Do you know the players that were in that Porto team? There was Deco, there was Makati, there was Benny
When When FC Porto played United, who were the favourites? It was United. When FC Porto played Monaco with Morientes in that team, who were the favourites? Monaco. So I'm sorry, bro. You see, that's the thing. Mourinho.
You can't sell that shit, man.
Mourinho won when it was the weakest team. He's like, guys, why are we doing this and so forth? Guys, this ain't about Mourinho and so forth. Okay, Pep can't step to Mourinho with City. This is about Fergie and legacy. Leave Mourinho out of this.
It's about
Mourinho out of this, bro.
It's not talking about who's favorites, and that will make Di Matteo a GOAT.
What?
I'm saying if we're talking about who was favorites whenever they played the opponents, because Di Matteo, when you guys won the Champions League, you won favorites against Bayern.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, wait, hold on. Wait, bro.
You guys
No. But no one is rating Di Matteo. Smoke. No one is rating Di Matteo, though.
You have to.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Based on your own logic.
No, guys, leave Mourinho out of this. When Pep does the treble, we're having the Fergie talk.
Look.
And that's fine. Mourinho's not involved. Mourinho's not involved here.
HH, do you know why we can't
Wait, hold on. Abdullah, what is it?
Do you know why we can't leave Uncle Mo out of this? Because he has failed at the big clubs. He only does it when he is at a inferior.
Abdallah, and
team.
we've tried to correct you. Inter Milan is a big club. He succeeded. FC
Apart from
FC Porto is actually still a big club, but a big club that we're thinking.
Apart from Inter,
Mourinho.
Wait, hold on. You can't just say apart from Inter. Inter counts. Inter's a big club, and he won them their very first treble. So what are you talking about?
You mean that whenever Mourinho is the favorite, he doesn't win. He only wins when there's no pressure
Guys,
on him. And
I will repeat this again. Pep winning this does nothing for Mourinho. The only way he beats Mourinho is if he wins with the weakest team in the competition, which was FC Porto was. So this treble is about Fergie.
No.
It's about the Ferg. It's about the Ferg.
Wait, so what happens if Inzaghi wins? Is it about Inzaghi then? Because now he is winning with the team like Inter.
Steve, we're not talking about Inzaghi. Inzaghi is incredible. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can we talk about who's greater, Mourinho or Fergie?
Wait, who?
Fergie's greater. Fergie's easily greater. Like it's not even a matter.
What are UCL with FC Porto for?
Here's the thing about the whole Mourinho.
Hold on, yes, talk. Yes.
No, here's the thing about the whole Mourinho Pep thing. Pep got his first managerial job at Mourinho's dream club. People forget that. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Mourinho was supposed to be the manager of Barcelona.
Yes, who did? No, yes, let me ask you. Let me ask you so. Yes, who did Mourinho knock out in the 2010 UCL semi? I'm asking a straight question. So we're not going to go to 2010. Okay, man. Let me plug my sleeves.
That was the last time Mourinho was relevant.
Oh, sure.
It's the start of the story versus the end. Now we're at the end of the story.
No,
the start of the
story
is Pep got chosen. Pep got chosen over Mourinho. Mourinho got snubbed. Till today is one of the most painful things ever happened.
Yes. How? No. Hold up. He didn't get snubbed. Pep is literally from Barcelona. How are they ever going to pick Mourinho over Pep Guardiola?
To add to your claim, this guy brought a PowerPoint presentation where he was like, "I'm gonna do this."
Zeman, shut up, bro. Zeman, don't lie. Stop lying, Zeman. Stop lying, bro. Stop lying.
Just to get rejected by nobody like Pep. That's crazy.
The entire board wanted Mourinho. One person, the president, said no. I want Pep. And we hired Pep. The entire board wanted Mourinho. People forget that. Mourinho won the job, and he lost the job at the same time.
Yes, sir. Are you saying that Mourinho came out second in a one-man race?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Just like Chelsea when they wanted Holland.
And the worst thing about it is then when Pep's first managerial career was at Barcelona, and he won the treble. He won the treble. He won the treble, which is insane. He won the treble. So like now we're at a moment where it literally is Pep versus Mourinho. It is Pep versus Mourinho.
But to be fair, Yasser, the difference is Jose Mourinho at least has a Google Hangout cup to his legacy. So I'm sure that was doing the world.
Are you telling me that Prime Mourinho got punked by a rookie manager?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And people wonder why I have the left streams. People wonder why I have the left streams. Barry, your thoughts on the game tomorrow, bro?
Ricardo, that was clever, bro. That was clever.
Barry, I didn't ask you about what you thought of Ricardo. I actually asked the question.
I'm gonna be serious. Look, man. When you look at Inter and City's seasons, they're kind of similar in a way because City, even though they were scoring a lot of goals, especially Haaland, they were struggling a bit to find the right connection between the whole team. And Inter, they were losing games here and there in the Serie A, and that's why they weren't in contention for the Scudetto anymore. But I think in March, both of these teams, they took over, Man City, we know what they're doing. They look like the best team in the world. And Inter Milan, I can't recall the last time they lost a game except from that Napoli game. But except from that, I don't really I can't recall them losing a game. It's a final. Anything can happen. But when you just look at City, they've been on a great form. They have what it takes. It's a second opportunity after what happened in 2021. So I'm excited to see what happens and let the best team win. And for just one thing, look, we had a lot of lep streams, but that web stream on Saturday, and I'm grateful for Pep. You know, I'm always grateful for what he did for my club. My only two issues with him is that Eto and Ibra swap, and that he let Chelsea win a UCL under his watch. Except from that, hey man, go get that UCL, Pep.
Wait, let me get some of these debates that are coming to you, Elias, bro. Wing, if Pep loses Monday night, I'll be the ref for Wing. Wing, we're gonna just have to take this L, bro. Wait, what to tell you because so Wing, we took half a loss in Qatar and so forth, thanks to that right wing referee and everything. So, but Wing, this is going to be a heavy one, man. Like,
but it's worth it, you know.
No. Look, look, Mike. See, Barry. I've already made peace with what's going to happen tomorrow night, and it is what it is. Like,
are you're ready? You're ready for Pep to lift?
Elias, I am ready to pay homage to an oil refinery. So that's the thing. I'm ready to pay homage to an oil refinery. And Elias, I am going to start drilling for oil.
Nah, you can't use that excuse because didn't Chelsea spend
Elias, hold on. Elias, it's not an excuse. Elias, I'm just saying that I'm going to get it to oil. This has nothing to do with Pep. I'm just saying I'm going to get it to oil.
But I'm just saying that there are clubs that spend the same amount of money and do not have
Elias, I'm not going against it. I'm saying that's fine. All I'm saying, Elias, I'm just saying that I'm going to drill for oil. This has nothing to do with Pep. I'm just saying I'm going to drill for oil. Shout out to Mega.
Just one thing.
Wait, hold on. Romelu, last United player to score a UCL knockout goal in 10 years. God damn. Wow. Shout out to Rom, bro. But Mega, I don't know where you're going with this. Don't tell me that, he now scores and he's down good to score because, bro, let's not put any money on Lukaku. Because let's be real, Lukaku's going to score in other ways. So.
I mean, for Megan Thee Stallion, sure he's
this is not.
Wait, hold on. So Ifman. Fergie won the Conference Cup in 1983 with Aberdeen, beating Bayern Munich in the semi-final and Real Madrid in the final. Now that's done. The last team apart from Rangers and Celtic to win the SPL, Alex Ferguson has done. See, we're going to discuss this. Basically, once Pep needs to first do this. Once Pep does this, we're going to discuss this.
None of us but you were here to witness that, so it doesn't count.
Okay, Ricardo, shut up. Elias, what are we saying, bro? So, Elias, is your Catalonian boy going to completely and totally deconstruct Inter Milan? I mean, like, Elias, okay, Elias, let's just cut the crap. Elias, why are we even tuning into the damn thing? Okay, Elias, you tell me, why am I going to waste time to turn on my iMac, switch on my TV, set up a Twitch stream, just to be like, once I press re-record, City go up 1-0. And as I try to tweet, they go up 2-0 again. Like, Elias, what am I doing?
No, you
Elias, why can't I just order a pizza and be like, guys, I'll see you in the post-match stream. We'll just have a 30-minute thing and then see you losers later. Because Elias, before I go,
yeah.
Once this happens, I'm like, okay, I'll give you your Twitter stream, and afterwards, you will not see me until Chelsea confirm the signing of Nene. That's when that will be the next stream. That will be the next stream.
Retiring the channel, basically.
Okay, Elias, talk to me. So look, talk to me.
Okay. So you're tuning into the game just to basically see World Cup winner Julian Alvarez lift up the UCL trophy. You're going to tune in to see Pep demolish Inter Milan.
Yes.
Hold up. So you're going with this being a demolishing that you think that they're going to destroy Inter?
I'm going for I think Manchester City are going to score a lot of goals. I think it's going to be tight. For example, I think Manchester City scored the first goal in the first half, second goal around the 70th minute. You know, Inter Milan, they put everything all out attack, and then that's when Manchester City get the third goal. I do see for a 3-0 something like that. But I also think Inter that it's not going to be easy for Manchester City. If Manchester City, they do the tactical fouls, they try to foul Man City. Try to make the game choppy like that. Don't let Manchester City flow the game. They could, make the game difficult for Manchester City. But Manchester City are way too good. It just the quality that they have it's too much. And on top of that, Julian Alvarez has won every single competition he has debuted in his first try. He's won the World Cup in his first try, the Prem in his first try, the Copa Libertadores in the first try, at the UCL in the first try. I'm just saying that tomorrow it's gonna be a very good day.
You know, if he retires, it'd be the most efficient career of all time.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, his first season and all the.
And he would do what Mbappe has.
Why do you always have to go to the extreme?
No,
Ricardo, the prodigy is 5-2 up on Messi in internationals. Let's just relax. Let's just relax. He's 5-2 up in World Cups. He's 5-2 up in World Cups. And let's not even talk about club as well. Let's just chill.
Alvarez is 1-for-1. He might only play 1-2.
Exactly.
That's a
Nah,
lot.
man. I never see you bad like that. Man.
Wait, Elias. Okay, with all due disrespect, how are Inter in this final, bro?
Well,
What are these guys doing in this final?
I mean,
And shout out to any Inter fans who may take this as being disrespectful. I did say with all due disrespect, so I am being disrespectful. So at least I'm actually being honest. But so with all due disrespect, what are these guys doing? Because see, Elias, if this is like a 3-0. I mean, what the hell? Actually, no, Elias, hold up. Thank you. You're here. So Ricardo was trying to judge. Elias, I blame you.
Yeah.
Your boys were supposed to be in this bloody final.
Well, I mean, hey, we got robbed in the game against Inter. Like,
No,
for example,
let's keep
yeah,
it moving.
exactly.
Yeah,
In that game,
we have Shannon
And injuries.
expecting us to be in Europe.
Injuries also.
No, but also like I think someone as well said in the streets is that Barca gets washed as well in this fight. Like, let's be real, City would beat the bricks off of Barca as well.
No, injuries, Xavi, we got robbed. And we don't have the team.
No. Wait, Barry, you're saying that you'd have a better chance in this final than Inter.
I didn't say that. I said we were gonna lose.
You were implying
Simple as that.
Okay, so hold up. So that's no team in this competition could beat City.
Yeah.
There's no team that would put money on to beat City.
Yeah, there would. Pep will let us.
The competition has downgraded, bro. There's no rival team that can challenge City right now.
It
We
just
have
feels like-
downgraded. Madrid, Bayern, Barca.
Personally,
They're all downgraded.
Wait, hold. Hokage, we're saying Hokage.
Any team that's signed
Chimichanga
Ronaldo,
didn't
Ricardo,
show up,
you know
that,
Hokage, shut up. Hokage.
if Upo Chimichanga didn't show up, dude, that tie would have been much closer, dude. It would have been much closer if he didn't show up. I don't care.
No, Hokage, no. Here's the thing though. Run it back with Nagelsmann as manager.
Yeah,
my money will still be on City, but I think that's a much more interesting game. Let's
But
look. See, here's the thing. I still think City win, but I'd have rather seen that game than Tuch's.
It doesn't matter. Oops, I did it again.
Exactly.
Like, he's gonna do it again, bro.
Zeman, Britney Spears under Nagelsmann and Britney Spears under Tuchel are two different players. And also, guys, I don't care what anyone says, and I don't even feel guilty. Yes, Britney Spears sometimes is on my playlist. That's a track, bro.
Yeah, bro. She's underrated, man.
Zeman, please don't tell me you bought the album.
No comment.
Zeman,
that was before his time.
Zeman, stop it. Zeman, please. Tell me you bought the album. Zeman.
Yo, HH, question.
So here's the thing, because I bought Christina Aguilera, I'm a genie in a bottle, got me wrong with the right way. I bought that single, quality single.
I never brought the album, but I listened to it once in a while, man. It's still nice.
No, God. I have, guys, sometimes it's on my playlist, like my main playlist on Tidal. Sometimes it's on there, bro.
Yo, HH, question.
Yes, sir.
What happens if Inter go down first? Because what I'm thinking, if Inter Milan, they score the first goal.
No, Elias, if City score early, we shut down. I shut on the TV and just alert me on Google or Twitter.
Because what happens if it's 0-0 going into the second half? Because Manchester City, they do have more options off the bench. They have Julian Alvarez, they have Foden, they have Mahrez, they have all these options.
Elias, here's my thing.
That's the thing. If Plan A doesn't work, that's it.
The only way that Inter win is it's going to be like you're talking about a miracle.
Yeah, basically.
It has to be a miracle because my thing is that City are great starting lineup. They have guys to bring off the bench. They have different ways of playing. They are playing well. They've been in this. There are several players who've already been in this position before. So like now they now know what it feels like to be in a final. None of these Inter guys have ever been in the UCL final. None of them have been.
In the UCL final,
No.
World Cup final, yeah.
Yeah, the World Cup final, yeah, but none of them have been in a UCL final. But yes, World Cup final, yes, you know.
This is the only way I see it.
that guy didn't perform, so.
They
also
have to score first. They have to score first, and they have to score early. That's the only way they can.
HH.
Wait, yes, why are you so obsessed with that Inter have to score early?
No, because here's the thing. Because
that's the only way.
This year you were making a comeback. Don't fuck it up, bro.
Because yes, you keep saying that. How are you okay? Why are you saying that if Inter? So you're saying that Inter have a better chance of winning scoring early than scoring late?
Yeah, because the thing is, just like no.
Wait, how does that work? Wait, So yes.
Let's see what kind of meal he's making.
No. Okay, before you get to meal, let me just put in my order. Then let's see whether he comes back with the right meal. So this is my order for the meal. So you're saying that Inter have a better chance of, let's say, so it says if Inter score in the 5th minute, they have a better chance of winning than if they score in the 89th minute.
Yes, they cook.
Yes, in my opinion, yes, they do.
One more. Oh, you
I actually listening to you. Yes, unless you are deliberately trying to break yourself or maybe because yes, listen. You just said that Inter have a better chance of beating City if they score in the 5th minute than if they score in the 89th minute.
What's the count? What's the count?
I would say it's the other way around.
Yes.
Okay,
it shouldn't even denote an answer.
No, listen.
Am I allowed to explain?
What happened?
Let's explain himself. Yes, let's explain himself.
Okay, yeah, go.
Here's the thing: when you talk about 89th minute, we also have to think about the amount of defending that Inter Milan will have to do. Even if Inter Milan somehow, someway scored in the 89th minute, their tank is at -E. So the probability of City scoring not 1 goal but 2 goals, or not scoring 1 goal and destroying them at extra time is highly likely.
But then yes, if they score in the 5th minute, you're saying that they can stop. Okay, cool.
Here's the thing, because we've seen this happen before. Even though it's not even the same category in terms of defense, we saw what happened with Atletico Madrid. We saw what happened with Atletico Madrid when Real Madrid scored at the last minute. They scored in the last minute, sent it to extra time. They couldn't cope with Real Madrid because they were defending for 90 plus minutes. I don't think they had enough to defend until extra time. They simply don't.
Wait, hold on. When did Atleti score in the 2014 final? Did they score in the first half?
36 minutes.
Yeah, they scored in the 36 minutes. They didn't score like in the 80th minute.
And actually, their game plan was working. It just came out of nowhere. It was actually working.
No. But my point is, for me, the long 89th minute, 90th minute, that is when Messi is highly, in terms of if the game is 1-0 for Inter Milan, or if Inter Milan scores at the 89th minute, they can't hold on. They simply cannot hold on.
I gotta keep it real with you. Yes, sir. I respected their determination for this agenda narrative that you're not willing to go in the budget.
Yo, yes, sir. Okay. Who has bigger pressure, Manchester City or Inter? Who do you think to win the final? Who has more pressure?
That's a good question.
How is that a good question?
See, because
guys, I think that Yassi is dropping like a Benzema, bro. I don't think there's gonna be an argument. Like Yassi, how Yassi? Ziba, he did this. Who has more pressure?
Okay.
Yeah, because imagine this: like the longer the game goes on,
that's a Hall of Fame performance.
Manchester City haven't scored, the nerves are going to start playing from against Manchester City. Manchester City, oh my god, we haven't scored against Inter. that favors Inter.
Yes,
Like, the
here.
longer the game
What
goes,
pressure? Yes, here. What pressure do Inter Milan
That's my
have?
point.
They're not supposed to be here.
No, that's what we're arguing. We no, so the argument was HA said
This might be
I
a
said
great
they have
performance
to
in
score
Mbappe in the
first.
finals.
I said they have to score first.
No. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, how? What pressure do Inter have? You said that who has more pressure, and you did this. So what pressure do Inter have?
I don't think Inter Milan will. I don't think for the next 10, 20 years there will be an final. I don't think so.
But
I don't
that's
think.
not
But
pressure.
what
That's
is
pressure,
right?
man.
So the pressure is-
Hey, Jake,
This
he's
guy
not- he's
put
not-
up bet.
he's
You
not
put up
pressure.
bet about 15, bro.
Is this
a
the
world
record?
record?
Yes, yes,
Zimbabwe were on 15, bro. Streets. Are we on 15? I think we're on 15.
I need you to put that on your website. You need to put that on your website, man. Brick Hall of Fame.
Z-Man, he's trying to be Benzema, bro. He's trying to be
But let's
Benzema.
go back to the point. Let's go back to the point. I said
There's
they
no
had
point.
a better chance of winning. I said they had a better chance of winning if they score early versus if they score late. They
Do you
do.
know-
HS, they do.
no, but I'll
Yeah.
say that they have a
Let's
better
see.
chance.
Why are you
Let's
doubling
see.
down on this? This is
Let's see.
No, because yes, do you know why that doesn't make any sense? Because I still said 89th minutes and the 3rd minute. Now, of course, if there's a lot of injury time, City have a great chance of coming back. But if you're City, the pressure you'll be on and the nerves are like, oh my god, they just hit us with it. First of all, the psychology of we just considered in like the 88th minutes, and the panic mode you'd have of like, man, we really have 5 minutes more. It's crazy. As opposed to, we go down in the 5th minute, we have 85 minutes to have a full-on onslaught on these dudes. And for 85 minutes, I'm sure City will be like, bro, that is enough. Because now we can now come out of our shell and really go full on. So for 85 minutes, there's no chance for 80 minutes, Inter can keep a fully revved up City quiet. As opposed to, basically, yes, yeah. Would you rather defend an onslaught for 80 minutes or for 6 minutes?
HH.
Bro, froze like Arsenal, bro.
Wait, what?
Contemplating that. That's crazy.
My brother froze.
Oh, you froze. Okay. Oh wow.
Oh,
Is it-
no. You gotta.
No. Yes, ask it. So I say,
No,
would you
we'll
rather
keep it,
defend
we'll
an
keep it.
onslaught for 85 minutes or for 6 minutes?
HS, but then I'd rather have 85 minutes.
Yes, yeah. I asked you a simple question. Yes, it's a simple question. Would you rather? Yes, yeah. Would you rather defend an onslaught for 85 minutes or for 6 minutes?
He said he
Yes,
wasn't
yeah.
for 80, bro.
Yes, yeah. No. Let me know the answer. Yes, yeah. Would you rather defend an onslaught for 85 minutes or for 6 minutes?
We want more.
Okay,
We want more.
6 minutes. So yes, so you're saying 6 minutes. So why do you now say that them scoring in the 89th minutes is worse than them scoring in the 5th minutes then? If you'd rather defend an onslaught for 6 minutes.
But the thing is, the margin of error when you're at the 89th minute playing against a Manchester City that you've been playing for 89 minutes, it's smaller.
I need you.
How is the margin of error bigger?
No, but then like, okay, you had 85 minutes.
Oh
85 minutes to defend.
Guys, I think we're witnessing like a Maradona versus Belgium 1986, bro. Guys, this is a Zidane 06 versus Brazil, man.
You're not gonna convince me otherwise. You're not gonna convince
You know, this is a Messi 2011 versus United,
Can you
man.
pull up RDZ 17's comment, bro? The Paulo Escobar.
Bro, no, it's a no. I mean, no, like, yes, you've really like. You literally just contradicted yourself right now.
Yo, this guy's working.
Because yes, you just said that
Oh my Lord.
you'd rather defend an onslaught for 6 minutes than 85 minutes, but then you now go on and say that, oh, it would be better if Inter score in the 5th minute.
No, but I didn't want to get another break because I obviously you know my answer would be. I just said that to avoid another break.
I think Lassie is an attention seeker.
I can't see you guys.
I think you're an attention
is
seeker.
lagging because of the breaks.
You have zero ball knowledge. You have zero ball
honestly,
knowledge.
No, I honestly think none of us here can comprehend the level of IQ. Yes.
It's like minus 100. It's like minus 100.
Listen. I do this for a living. I do. I coach for a living, bro.
Wait. Yes, sir. Who's winning tomorrow?
Oh, that's it's already done. Pep Guardiola is going to win his second treble.
Yeah,
I don't think
accumulate
this.
dubs, man.
I literally envision 3-0 at halftime. People talk about if this is the greatest team.
3-0 at halftime.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're getting Istanbul vibes then.
Just start the hangout.
It's
then.
bad. Like, it will be bad.
Are we gonna get emergency?
No.
hangout?
Man City mean business. They're gonna go straight for the
Guys, hold up. Okay, hold on. Guys, if it's 3-0 at halftime, I'm starting the hangout. If it's 3-0, guys, so we're doing a live watch along on YouTube.
I'm not watching the rest of that. I'm not watching the rest of that. Man. It's over.
Yeah.
Start the hangout at half.
HH.
No, I mean that's what's gonna happen. I think what Pep gonna be like, let's kill him. You know, he's gonna be like with his accent, like let's kill him.
Wait, well, how does it
bro?
No,
because you know what I've been doing that because I have the thingy of Thanos with the thingy rings. And obviously, one ring has the FA Cup, one ring has the Premier League, one ring has UCL. Bro, I brought up to light up all three of those. Like, if it's 3-0 at halftime, I'm lighting up all three of those rings, bro.
HH, do a live watch along on YouTube. Do it on YouTube.
No. Our the first ever emergency hangout was the Newcastle Sports game. But this is going to be the first hangout that starts at halftime. Where the hangout is going to start at halftime and go to the end.
This isn't going to happen.
Be disgusting. No, you know what? It reminds me of when you did a stream at halftime during at Twitch. Emergency watch along.
No, it's because that's all I'm asking for is that, guys, don't let this be bloodshed, bro. Don't let these guys just do the English crusades on these dudes, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Don't let these guys conduct the crusades on these guys.
This isn't gonna happen. But the biggest lep stream would be for Manchester City to go into halftime winning 3-0. We start the hangout and everything into the comeback and win it. Imagine
but come on, that would be too good though. I'm
just saying that would be like the best lep stream of all time. It's not happening.
Come on, that would be too good. Let me get this drop. So, Minecraft the Mind, be ready for shameless.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold up. So, Aguero played no part in the Copa America, but was there for the celebrations. He played no part in the World Cup. That shameless clown actually found his way on the stage to lift up the trophy. If this dude is anywhere near Istanbul with that trophy, Aguero needs to be jailed.
To be fair, when it comes to the World Cup, the manager and the coach team did register him on the coach team, so therefore he was entitled. So blame the manager. Blame the coaching team. Blame the coaching team.
Shout out to Elijah. Yassia has more bricks than Archie Thompson's goals for Australia, 13. In one game against Samoa in 2001, Australia won 31-0. Yassia, how does that make you feel?
He's going for the whole record.
Yassia, how does that make you feel? You got more bricks than Archie Thompson, bro. How does that make you feel, Yassia?
You know, I can't even do that on FIFA. Like,
bro, 31-0. That has to be in the big category, bro.
That is actually disgusting, bro.
That's impossible.
At what point do you stop playing football?
Basically, even San Marino will say, "Damn, that's crazy, bro."
That's a goal in like 55 seconds.
David C. Can't hate City. Our owner slept while theirs worked. Look, bro. See, my thing. This is what City have been working on. And guys, remember what we said. Who would win a Champions League first, Man City or PSG? We all agreed that it was going to be Man City.
It was always going to be us.
Yeah. That's not true. Some people are pushing back against Man City winning ahead of PSG, man. That's all.
And Zeman, for those guys that said you were like, you are stupid. Like, it was always going to be Man City. And the thing was, City are just, first of all, they've come closer several times, and the way they've gone out is not how PSG have gone out. PSG have gone out you've just gone out in the most disgraceful manner. Where City were like, it is what it is. But also it's like look at how City are run and how PSG run.
Man City have gone out pretty disgraceful.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Ricardo. However well they've done it, nothing led to a wing being built for you in Siberia.
For sure, I agree, but let's not act like Man City haven't had a bit.
No. But Ricardo, the fact of the matter is, going up 4-0 and scoring an away goal and still finding a way to lose in 12 minutes is joy. That's joy, bro.
No, you know what's crazy?
Like let me see. What's that? So let me see. I told you, like, obviously, a new wing is up. The Dortmund wing is up. But guys, to have a wing up since 2017 till 2023 is crazy, bro.
No, but
it's crazy. So PSG, but basically, put it this way: once it's like PSG, what's a disgrace, bro? And it would be so poetic. Look at like the guys. It makes sense. Look at the poetry. The PSG thing is breaking up. Messi is leaving. They're trying to get Neymar out of there. So this really is the end of the PSG superstar thing. So PSG's superstar product ending is coinciding with City now winning the UCL.
Does Mbappe have any excuse now not to win it since he's got the 2 toxic players?
Ricardo, it's hold up.
Ricardo,
wait, hold up. It is already agreed that.
His team.
Hold up. It is already agreed that Mbappe has the best first 2 World Cups of all time. It took a certain guy 5 tries to win his first World Cup.
We're talking
so
about
if
club
Mbappe
football.
gives PSG his first UCL, there's no discussion. If Mbappe gives because Neymar ran away from the challenge, Messi ran away from the challenge, Mbappe is still there. If Mbappe wins this one UCL up with PSG,
I would rate it. But wait, what are we saying if he runs to Real Madrid with no UCL to his name? Is he piggybacking off Vinicius?
Yeah, that's a side.
Ricardo, we shall wait and see. We shall wait and we shall see, bro.
Vinny, man. No way.
We shall wait and we shall see, bro.
Can you please explain something to me?
Yes,
how can you go from you sack a manager that took you to the first ever Champions League final, that same manager in the following season, he takes your captain, the captain follows him to the club, and they win the Champions League. And they end up hiring a loser named Pochettino that has never won anything in his life.
Look, the only thing I can give PSG is that their finals loss is actually respectable. Like they lost to Bayern Munich. Like that's
and it was a very close game.
No.
It was a very close game.
Mbappe missed some clear-cut chances.
Zimman, he won a World Cup at 19. I don't really know about, bro.
Kind of cost them.
Elijah, what are you saying?
I think people keep forgetting is that Kingsley Coman played for PSG's academy and beat them.
That's true.
Shit. Final.
Oh yeah.
And Kunku also played for them, so
Nah, but it was a respectable loss. I mean, 2020 Brian was a
bro. What's this? Come on, that was.
And they sacked that manager. It's Pochettino. How do you do that?
Look, come on.
No. It was Tommy T, the manager.
So, guys, man.
Taliban.
As I said again, Saturday nights it goes down, man, and Abdallah.
For Fergie's funeral.
Abdallah, I just say congrats in advance, bro. All we have to do is just. We're ready for the web stream. No, look, guys, we're ready for the web stream, man. You know, it took you 8 years. It took you long enough, bro. It took you long enough.
Lateness is greatness, HH. Lateness is greatness.
Abdallah, 8 years. It took you long enough,
is
bro.
greatness. Better late than never. Better late than never.
HH, you know what you should do?
Really?
This is what you should do. Depending on the outcome. If Pep wins the treble, then you should do free admission to the Hangout. But if Inter wins and there's a live stream, then you should charge people. They have to charge people for the live stream. It has to be exclusive. It has to be VIP.
No. But yes, with all jokes, it's like it's over.
It's not happening.
Like the whole lab thing, it's over. Like, and for me, it's like yes, like we had our fun, and it was good. It was good, and like because all good things come to an end.
I know what you've been trying to do.
Okay, I don't know what to say for you to get this through to me and so forth.
He has no juice left.
Ricardo, thank you. The juice is gone. It's resets next season.
He's recharging.
Hey, yo, let's pause, man.
Relax.
Okay, the jinx juice is finished. So look, man, we wait and we see, and we just see what happens, man. But Abdallah, all I'm saying though is congrats in advance, man, and well done, man. So guys, Twitch, guys, here's the thing though. I'll be doing a watch along. I'll be doing a watch along on Twitch until only if City are up 3-0, my Twitch will be disrupted and will go offline. So my Twitch will be online as long as it's a game. If it goes 3-0, my Twitch will go offline, and then I'll see you on the post-match web stream. Peace out, stay true, and shout outs to all refineries. Peace.